my feet. I'm fighting every minute till the weekend, so I can live it up and do it all again and again. Friday we go dive, Saturday we ride, Sunday party, and let's call it a perfect weekend. Friday we go dive, Saturday we ride, Sunday party, and let's call it a perfect weekend. Wednesday, and I can't wait to get away. I'm counting down the minutes till it's Thursday. I'm holding on for one more day. I'm fighting every minute till the weekend, so I can live it up and do it all again and again. Friday we go dive, Saturday we ride, Sunday party, and let's call it a perfect weekend. Friday we go dive, Saturday we ride, Sunday party, and let's call it a perfect weekend. Friday we go dive, Saturday we ride, Sunday party, and let's call it a perfect weekend. Friday we go dive, Saturday we ride, Sunday party, and let's call it a perfect weekend. The perfect weekend. The perfect weekend. Let's call it a perfect weekend.
Welcome to Journey and Friends right here on My Psychic Connection. It is the weekend, technically. Some of us, oh my gosh, Lev says, reminds me of a 90s TV series song. Yes, that is exactly what we were going for. It's fun, it's energetic, it gets you guys ready. It is Friday, so we talk about the entire week. You know, the song was perfect for, you know, talking about everything that we do throughout the week because we have so many shows, guys. And we're getting so close to the end of our season as the new summer people are coming in. And as you guys are meeting all these new beautiful psychics that are going to be here with us throughout the summer. Now, don't fret. I know that freaked you out for just that slight moment. But don't worry, guys. We've got some VIP shows that are coming out that you're going to be able to see all of us in. So you guys will still be able to get a chance to see us in VIP. So let's have some fun tonight, guys. I'm telling you right now, I am drinking a pitcher of tequila sunrise. So that's my go-to container. It always keeps everything nice and cool, and either nice or cool or nice and hot, depending on what it is I want to be drinking. But I know I have some beautiful friends that want to join me here on the screen. So let's go ahead and bring my nutty little friend, Squirrel.
Hi.
Hey. How's it going? How are you feeling? You look gorgeous, by the way.
Aw, thank you. Another necklace. My sister gave me a whole box of necklaces, and I just can't wait to show them off.
I know. It's beautiful. I love it. I love the smile on your face, the energy that it's bringing. Because remember, I always tell everybody, you know what? If you want to be on this show and you're like, Journey, I want to wear wings. Does it make you feel good? Does it make you feel comfortable? Do you channel better that way, being yourself? Absolutely do it. That's what we're here for. And anybody here that's in our comments that wants to talk about things that make them feel better, you know what? Do it for you. You're not doing it for everybody else. You do it. I have a friend of mine who wears nothing but Renaissance clothes. She loves the Renaissance era. And I said era. And she just wears these big, beautiful, gorgeous dresses. And you know, I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And she goes, people stop and ask her all the time if she's Amish. And I was like, the Amish don't wear those clothes.
Well, one of the things she gave me, and you're going to laugh. So She had a Hello Kitty, a pair of Hello Kitty booty shorts.
Ooh,
I had to have them.
I'm pretty sure your husband's gonna like those shorts. Maybe more so than you do. All right, guys, we're going to be playing mini games tonight, doing a lot of reading, so I can't wait. But we can't have a Friday show without Cassidy the Card Slinger.
Hello, happy Friday.
Happy Friday. How's everybody feeling? I've been pumped all day waiting for this show to happen.
Me too. Yes, I was so excited to get ready, and I've made myself a daiquiri here, right? Strawberry daiquiri, so cheers.
All right.
I got my Irish coffee.
You got your
Very
Irish
nice.
coffee. I got my tequila sunrise here. We got Destiny K in the house. She said, hello,
Destiny.
beautiful people.
Hi,
Miss you guys, sending so much love. And Destiny, I hope you are feeling good. I know that you had some things going on today, so I wanted to make sure that you know that we've been thinking about you all day. We send you much love, a lot of healing energy. All right. And Gemma says, I'm drinking dandelion and burdock.
Burdock, what is that?
It's a tea, and that's burdock
Ooh.
the root.
Sounds good.
Burdock root.
Mmm.
Lovely.
It's good for healing. That's a good drink.
Yeah, very nice. Good way to start
We're
the
on the
weekend.
same page with what burdock she's using. She could be wrong. Could be other things named that, but I'm pretty sure that's the root. And Alexis says, Journey, that's my favorite. I knew I loved you for a reason. Absolutely, it's good stuff here. And Love said, very healthy, Gemma. And she goes, it's pop, laugh out loud, soda in the USA. I don't drink soda. I don't. I can't have the carbonation, so I don't drink a lot of things with carbonation. So I mix a lot of things with teas, and I've learned to make similar drinks that you would use, like, let's say, Pepsi, Coke, any kind of colas that you can use, like green teas you can replace with, like, sparkling waters and stuff. Dusty says, I'm drinking cherry Pepsi, laying in my bed, chillaxing, watching you beautiful people. Oh, wow,
That's
great.
so cozy. I love it.
I love it too. It's so good. I'm glad you're getting the chance to relax. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, her time. Kelly says, hello, energy. Energy here too.
Okay, well, because Destiny is watching, can I just throw this out here? Because let me just fangirl over Destiny for just 1 minute. So
Fan
for
away,
Friday,
fan away.
The Friday night shows, how we do the yes or no game, I've had over the course of the last 2 months, I've had 4 questions that I have asked through yes or no, and it's always been Destiny who's answered them for me, and every single one has come to pass. That she said. The ones she said yes to happened on the time frame she said yes, and the 2 that she said undetermined about, I was sure it was a yes within myself, and when she said that, I was like, wait, no way. And then they ended, oh my gosh, I can't even tell you how much was packed into her undetermined and how that ended up playing out. It was mind-blowing. So just allow me to, fluff on and send some love out to Destiny, because those were, in one word, girl, you just absolutely nailed it. She says, love that. You are just amazing. No, you are amazing. I'm gloating about you right now.
Aww.
I wanted to really give you that receipt and that shout out, because you are amazing, darling. So
Awesome. Beautiful, beautiful. I love how that. And guys, we are going to be playing multiple games today, unlike how we just do the yes, no, and then we do the card for the person that donates. Guys, we're also going to be playing Cassidy's card game, and she will let us know when she's ready to do that with us. We're also playing a game with Squirrel. You guys know how we love to tell jokes on Squirrel's show, and she loves reading all the jokes for you guys. So what we're going to do is have you guys write out your favorite joke, and we are going to look at these jokes and judge which one is the funniest for us, and then we will be able to I almost called you Cassidy because I looked at Cassidy and then looked at you. But Squirrel is going to do a reading with, what deck are you reading with tonight?
They are the Crystal Angels with Doreen Virtue.
All right, the Crystal Angels. Good. And Cassidy, you're going to be reading with your ridiculous deck?
Yes, I got the big chunk here. I'm so excited.
Oh, that's great. And guys, I'm going to be looking for those emojis. The person that sends the most emojis is going to win a reading for me with the Sacred Forest deck. Now, I know you guys have been hearing me talk about these cards. Let me just show you how beautiful and gorgeous some of these cards are here. Absolutely
yourself big?
amazing. Huh?
I,
Can you make yourself big?
Yes, I can make
Sorry.
myself
Yes.
big.
I'm like, yes, let me see them. Yes.
I
Oh,
absolutely love this deck. Journey gifted me with this deck last month when it came out, or the month before, and they're beautiful.
Cassidy, is this a deck that you have by chance?
not yet.
Okay, well, expect one coming because I'm going to gift you one as well. We all have to have them. We all have to have them.
We do.
I had to ask Destiny if she had them. She does believe she does, but she'll have to double check to make sure she's got them. Because if not, we're going to have to gift her with the same deck. All right, we all have to have them. They're absolutely beautiful cards. They have great messages. They always connect very strongly to everything that's going on. Guys, I'm loving all these emojis. Guys, I am watching to make sure you guys are getting counted here. And, I'm going to tell you guys, Audrey's on it. Just so you know, guys, Audrey is on it. So make sure you guys are giving her a little bit of run for her money because right now she is kicking some butt. You guys can
I think
definitely
Arkesha is going to give her that run.
Arkesha is definitely on that too. I'm watching Arkesha on there. She's just a bang, 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 getting it going. All right, Audrey, get them going. You know how to keep them running, girl. You know how to keep them running. Definitely good stuff, guys. Let's get this. Make sure we're sharing out far and wide as we can, guys. Do realize if you guys want a general reading, please go over to mypsychicconnection.com where you can get your general reading one-on-one, because if you expect a general reading here, I'm going to say the sky is blue, the grass is green, the wind's going to blow, you're going to open your eyes, you went to sleep. That's what you're going to get for a general here. You do it on the show, on the website, you'll get a real general reading. But here, we don't have enough time to get to all of that. We need to get that direct energy from you guys. So we love that direct energy. That's why we asked for that specific question. Because we don't want to skip you, because we know you have a question. Don't be afraid to ask it. And don't worry about anybody else saying, although that's a stupid question, because the minute they say it, they're blocked. They're out of here.
Yeah, out of
We did that
here.
recently.
Yes. I have blocked 2 people recently for saying nonsense to people who are asking those beautiful questions. If it's a question to you, it means something to you. And guess what? We're here to provide you guys with that information. All right. So don't you worry. There's never any judgment here. This is a safe place. If we see people acting foolishly, we're going to get rid of them. They're 86. Bye-bye. Discontinued. No longer available.
Wait, for Destiny. Bye, Felicia.
Exactly.
That's brilliant.
Absolutely. Guys, we've got so many cool things coming up. We got these VIP shows that you guys are going to get to see all about. They will start being posted starting next month, technically in 3 days. Our new magazine, Life 9 magazine, the new issue will be out on the 1st. So guys, make sure you go into life9magazine.com to check out our magazine. It's got your horoscopes for the month. It's got your transits and you, beautiful articles. There's recipes. There's all kinds of different things that we're putting in there. And really cool thing that's happening is technically I am building some the little games that you play on your phone from Facebook and stuff. I am actually creating my own games using characters, like Squirrel, Cassidy, Journey.
What?
Yes, I am creating some games for you guys to play with us as the characters.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's
So
so cute.
and Kelly says, I love the magazine. Absolutely. So they get a chance to never be alone without us. But if they want, they can go over to our YouTube channel. They can watch our Transits and You can watch Tarot Card of the Day, Angel Numbers with Destiny K, and Cassidy's got some stuff up her sleeve for you guys too. So get ready for that. That should be coming out soon.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's ready to burst, folks. I'm so excited.
All right. Look at all these beautiful emojis. Arkesha is on it. But Audrey's right behind her too. You guys are just neck and neck, and then the others are coming up. And Destiny is in there too. Destiny's kicking butt, and Alexa's in there too. I mean, I'm watching it. I'm watching the numbers down at the screen here, and I'm like, dang, you guys are on it. Love it, guys. Make sure you guys are sharing out, making sure we're getting those beautiful love hearts. Let's see some those beautiful love hearts on Facebook, and let's see some stuff up on our YouTube channel. Guys, we're going to be here for a couple hours. We want to give you guys all the best energy that we possibly can. So let's do this. Let's have a little bit of fun. And, let's play some games. We're going to do our yes-no sessions. We're going to play the card game. We're going to do the joke game. We're going to do the emoji game, which is already in effect. Loving all this beautiful emojis. Let's get it rocking, guys. Are you guys ready? Because I am so ready.
Let's do this.
All right. So how we're going to do this, guys, we're going to start off with Squirrel, then we're going to go to Cassidy, then we're going to go to me. That's how we're going to go in the order. So let's find out who we got starting first. Whoop, whoop. We already got a 3-minute reading. Woo! We got Sabrina. She says, Journey Ryan for my donation question, please. All right. What do we got? What do we got here? Sabrina says, hello. Can you see when it is that I will find this rental? The one I applied for yesterday, I didn't get it. I now applied for the same townhouse, but it's in a different location, 30 minutes from where I live. The door opens for the 30 minutes, the one from 30 minutes away. But here's the thing. I know you're going to feel like once you get this, something else is going to open up at the place that you tried to get a rental from. Don't go to that. Stick with the one that's 30 minutes from where you're at, because what I'm picking up from this scenario is you're going to run into problems with the other place. So the same people that own the one place you got denied at will have another place that opens up. It is a trap. It is a disaster. I'm talking about hot water problems. I'm talking about electrical problems. I'm talking about leaky roof. I'm talking about lots of problems with that. Stay away from them. Take the one that's 30 minutes away. Oh, right. Thanks, Journey. You are so welcome. But know that you are the universe is helping you steer yourself in the right direction, because there are a lot of things that are going to open up for you. And she put, for all the problems. Yeah, you definitely don't want all them problems. It is not good. But I do feel that the universe is leading you to the right direction. So don't allow yourself to get overwhelmed. Don't allow yourself to get frustrated, tired. I definitely feel like you're going to, she says, I'm going to be 30 minutes away from my mom and I'm nervous. 30 minutes is definitely something that it feels hard, but in the same sense, it's going to be healing, because even though you want to be there 24/7 all the time on top of each other, at the same time, you guys also need that break from each other where you guys can do things a little bit differently, because you will be able to have a little bit of breathing room. It is a definite change, but don't let the fear overwhelm you, because it will. Don't. It's just not a bad thing. You definitely need that. You have that love that's strong, but you guys also need that separate energy. You guys need to be able to live your lives without you guys always on top of each other, because that can cause frustration rather than that love to grow. It can cause something else to grow, and that's something you don't want. So I'm telling you, keep it going. I really feel like things are going to turn up for you, and I definitely feel like this is a good direction. Big deal to most people, especially when it comes to having family, but don't let that fear get the best of you. She goes, thank you, great reading. You are so welcome, sweetheart. And because you are the first donate, well, for anybody that donates, but you are the first one tonight. You got the 5 of Earth, says fears surrounding money and willing to accept help from others, uncertain about your employment. But this is fear around your money, things changing. And I do feel like your fear surrounding money has everything to do with your housing situation and the move and feeling like it's going to cost you more. So Don't be scared. Put strength in it. You're letting fear win. Don't let fear win. That was the 5 of Earth.
Lovely.
Don't let it win. Fear can take us down these dirty roads that we don't want to be a part. And Destiny says, the bell, whoop, whoop. Exactly. Oh, yeah. I just got the bell. Oh, yeah. All right.
We love you, Destiny.
Absolutely. All right. Let me get rid of that banner so we can actually see Cassie.
Hey, I was just going to do one of these, but don't have to.
All right.
Oh, Kilroy.
And she says, Destiny. I seen Sabrina. She said, and will be a relief. Absolutely. All this stuff's going to turn out beautiful for you. I don't want you to fear. I know fear can take us down some dark roads. It does it to us too, because we will also, well, you know, oh, well, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if this happens? What if that happens? Get out of that place. It is a terrible place. What if land sounds cute, but it is a disaster. It's a disaster. It will do nothing but make you worry and give you anxiety. It'll make your hair fall out. You'll get wrinkles. It's not good for your look.
All bad things. All bad
It
things.
does not look good on you. It doesn't. It doesn't. I mean, you want to have that beautiful glow, not wrinkled face looking like a raisin because you worried too many times. Let them worries go. You have to live. You have to live.
Wise
Don't
words. Totally agree.
Because we need to stay like this. I'm going to look like this when I'm 90, okay, guys?
Yeah.
Sabrina's laughing. All right, guys, let's keep it going. This emoji party is rocking it. Guys, you guys are very close with each other. I'm loving to see all these emojis. We've got them on our YouTube channel. We've got them on our Facebook channel. We've got them on Twitch, Twitter. It's all rocking. We're loving it. We're going to keep these numbers up and keep you guys going. Yes, you were about to say something.
I was going to wait until you stopped.
Oh, you got excited. So I was like, what?
Are we still going to do the speed round?
We are going to do a speed rounds. We sure are. We are
Okay.
still doing the speed rounds. We'll be doing those here soon. All right, guys, let's go ahead and take our first question from the list, guys. If you'd like something a little bit longer than our 2 minute for freeze, just go ahead and look at the donation thing. We'll be putting that here in the tab here in just a moment. So let me see. I think I have it right here, guys. I think I have it right. Yeah. Boom, I do. Voila. So, guys, make sure if you guys want something a little bit deeper, you guys can always go there and know that you're going to get a card and a chance to win $50 on mypsychicconnection.com. That's when you get a donation, you get a card. If you pull the Queen of Fire, boom, you're winning. Now, if you win Cassidy's, you're going to get a reading with Ridiculous Deck. If you win on Squirrels, you're going to get a reading with the Crystal Tarot. Angel Tarot. And with me, you're going to get the Sacred Forest. I know that one sounds like it's a little swappy here, but that's okay. That's okay. We like it anyway. I'm talking to your forest and you're speaking to my angels. It's okay. We like it. We like it. All right, let's go ahead and take the first question. Who do we got for Squirrel?
We have Love. Hi, Love. Love says, hello, Journey and friends and family. Yes. A session I did for F, she mentioned I was her sister named S in a previous life. Some of the info about S came to me after my awakening, but I never told anyone. I am very curious if the stuff I feel and she said is true. I didn't have a good experience with F, but because I got similar info to what she said, I believed it, but not sure if you can see into it, please. Let's check it out. Was that true? This should be easy to, wow. Actually, some of it was. I almost feel like part of it was, I'm not going to use the word scam, but how do you say, like twisting you to do something, manipulating Dirk. The way that she presented it, she was definitely trying to manipulate you here. I do believe that some of it was true. I can't say exactly what about that was true, but she was withholding information and fabricating or tall tailing other pieces. I do believe that you had known her then, but in not seeing sisters, the memories that you brought with you are real. The beautiful thing is here, though, that you have the strength, and just strength, not you're smart as hell. And she says, yes, I broke contact because of it. Very true. It it's like she took something that she knew pieces of and was trying to use it to manipulate you into caring for her more so she could get what she wanted out of you, love. So kudos to you for recognizing that. And I highly suggest going with another. I hope that's funny.
All right. Good information shared there. And she put exactly, yes. Oh my God. You said so much, clarified it. Wow, Squirrel.
Glad I could help.
All right. Good
Beautiful.
stuff. Beautiful. All right, guys, let's keep this fun going and go ahead and take our next question for Cassidy. And then we are going to do a speed round right after Cassidy's question. So, guys, let's go ahead and get that question up for Cassidy. Who do we got?
Excellent. Hey, Gemma. Gemma says, Adam has now said he wants to stay local during his time off work. It still surprises me. He didn't mention or want to come here. He didn't mention or want to come here. Is there a specific reason to why he didn't feel like visiting me? Okay, let's take a look at that. So sort of what was behind his decision to stay local, and why he really didn't say anything and isn't wanting to come and see you. Let's take a look here, my dear. Oh, wrong card. There we go. Alrighty. So, a good chunk of what I am seeing here initially from this is it almost feels like either a staycation type of a situation where it looks like he's just trying to deal with some of the things he's got backed up around his home life. So whether that's physically taking care of the home, dealing with things in his local area, it just looks like he's really wanting to take some time to get caught up, and his original plans that he had fallen through in that regard. So it's like if he had said that he was planning to visit or whatever it was previously that he changed his mind, it's almost like his to-do list, the number of things that required his attention, kind of said you can't go. To be honest, it feels to me almost like it's not fully his decision that he's choosing to stay local, in the sense where it's like I am honoring my own responsibilities, obligations, and things that are keeping me tied to this particular home at this time. I don't think there's anything behind him not communicating that. It just looks like he's got other things on his plate. I don't see anything weird or sinister, or I'm not picking up that he's being strange about it. She says, I thought he just didn't want to. To me, it looks more like competing interests. And it's like he's using this time in a way that's a lot more practical oriented, so that after the time off is finished, he feels like he's completed some of these tasks that have been on his to-do list, so to speak, as opposed to have indulged in the things that make him happier, if that makes any sense at all. But that is what I see there, my dear. I'm not concerned about the fact that he is choosing not to see you. It doesn't look like it's about you. So that's what I have for you, my dear. She says that does make sense. Yeah, I mean, sometimes, and I get like this too. And in fact, I said this to my friend the other day. When businesses close for a week at a time, and they'll have maintenance week, just to redo the systems or to clean up the store or to do inventory. It's like, why can't we all have maintenance week, right? Where sometimes we just need to have a week where we can do nothing but take care of our lives. Clean the house, reorganize underneath the pantries and the cupboards. Like, there's just enough for us to do. Gemma says, thank you. You're so welcome, my
New
dear.
Year's spring cleaning. That's me. Every New Year's, well, technically New Year's for me is spring. So the first day of spring is New Year's for me. And that's what I do. I start ripping everything out of closets. I start, do I need this? Do I need that? What can I part with? Who could use this? And just, sometimes it's like, oh, just have a yard sale. I was like, just give it away, because I bought it. I got my use out of it. So sometimes I buy stuff and I'm like, oh, I forgot I don't need this. I forgot I don't need this. Perfect. This is for you.
I saw a post the other day. It said the best way to organize your things is to get rid of most of it.
Exactly.
I
I
keep
heard that.
needing to do that, but I keep procrastinating. So now I just need to procrastinate the procrastinating.
The only thing I can't part with is anything I got that's spiritual, because I get sent a lot of haunted items and things that, like, I got dolls, I've got masks from different countries, I've got statues, I've got all these different vases and things like that, pictures of people that have haunted people. And Love says, I hoard crystals, laugh out loud. So, you don't say. That's not even the half of it. Trust me. It's not even, that doesn't even touch it. That's just some of the pretty ones. And then, got some awards back there too that are crystal. So I love those. All right, guys. I'm loving all these beautiful emojis, but I know they're going to stop for just a moment because, guys, it's time to play a game.
Game time.
So, guys, my mom dinged in earlier. If you heard the bell go off, that it was in the middle of everything. That was my mom telling me she's 3 drinks in and she's watching right now. So she's joining in on the party with us, guys. I'm so glad, guys. We're all wearing pink. We're all wearing pink.
Cheers to Journey's mom.
All right. Yes, I'll toast to that.
Cheers, my dear.
All right. All right.
That's a good cheer.
Absolutely. That was a good one. So, guys, hey, Journey's mom from Destiny K. All right. I'm going to tell everybody that it is time to get your yes/no questions ready. So, everybody, ask yes/no questions right now for the next 3 minutes. I'm going to start looking to see where those questions are. So, when we get that started, we're going to hit that timer and we are going to rock it. So, guys, let's do it. I'm starting to see questions coming in, guys. As many yes/no questions as you can at this time. We're going to start that bell. We're going to start that timer right now, and here we go.
Oh, it's me. Hi, Gemma. Will Adam officially make me his girlfriend this year? No.
Audrey says, will we get a camper for Kaylee? No.
Kelly says, will someone help me tomorrow fill out paperwork on the computer? I got yes.
Alexa, hi Alexa, says, will my spell jar work for me? No.
Audrey says, will I be successful with my Herbalife diet? Yes.
Right. Let's see. We got Audrey says, will we move in 2 weeks? Yes.
Love, will I ever see F again? I get anxiety from it. No.
Gemma says, should I redecorate my daughter's old bedroom? Undetermined.
Should I work at Adapt? Yes.
All right. Kelly, will I get my medicine from the clinic on Wednesday? Yes.
Waiting for our next question here.
Yeah, hang on. We've still getting a lot of emojis.
Love it. Awesome. Okay, Audrey says, will we build a shed into a room? Yes.
Right. I got Love that says, will I succeed with my plans after retrograde? From what I can tell, yes.
Oh. Destiny, will I go to Las Vegas? Undetermined.
Audrey, will Kara move into the bigger room? Yes.
All right, Tammy, will I get my course funded by work? Yes.
Destiny, will I go to America in July 3? No.
Gemma, is the cat that keeps coming to my apartment a stray? Yes.
Love says, will the blank canvas work? Yes.
All right. Do we have?
Hang on, we're getting through the
emojis.
Yes.
Gemma says, will I learn to drive? Yes. You sure will.
All right. All right. Emojis were just flooding up, and I love it. Guys, don't stop with them emojis. Keep it going. Guys, make sure you guys are sharing us out far and wide. Let's see that love. Let's see them thumbs up. Depending on the platform that you guys are on, those YouTube channels love those thumbs, and right here on Facebook, we love those hearts because sharing is caring, and we love the love, right, Destiny?
You can hear her. You can hear her
She's
from
got us
afar.
all saying
She's
it.
laughing at us right now, going, oh my God, I should be there right now. All right. Well, let's keep it going, guys. We're having a lot of fun here. Guys, our next game coming up. Who would like to get their game going first? Would it be Cassidy's? All right, we're going to do Cassidy's game here coming up. We're going to go around, and then we'll do Cassidy's game, and then we'll do another yes, no, and then we'll get Squirrel's game, and then we'll have my game at the end because it's all these beautiful emojis that are being counted at this moment right now. All right.
Right.
So, let's go ahead.
You owe me a Coke.
I said it first.
Yeah, we said same time.
And Destiny says, we do love the love.
Aw.
All right. So let's go ahead and have our next question. I'm next on the list. Who do we got? We got Audrey. Says, hey, will it work out to fix a shed outside at the new house into a livable room for my daughter Kaylee if temporary, and thanks. Okay, so I want to tell you right now, it is capable of working, but you're gonna have to treat her like a landlord. You're gonna have to go from the mother-daughter, situation to I'm your landlord, and having people, I want you to make sure that people know not to be staying at the house and like using it like a party room, because that's just not how that needs to work. And I just fear that if you don't put that control in there, you're going to regret making that decision, Audrey. So it's not a bad idea, and it's not that you can't make it work. It's the fact that there's got to be some rules. And she said, what Wes said too, and my dad, laugh out loud. Yes, because she is going through this rambunctious stage right now. So her emotions are everywhere. There's a lot. She's very young. She's learning who she is. She's getting that taste of freedom. So you're seeing her act out at the moment. And not necessarily a bad thing, because everybody goes through it in different stages of their life. Some people wait until they get into their 30s to act like that. Some people do it in their early teens. Some people, she said, yes, she is. But don't think this is a forever thing. This will change. It does not stay the same. So I do feel as though give her some ground rules, let her know, make her sign a contract. Make her sign a contract. Do not. All right. She says just running around. Absolutely. But rules are important. Put them in place beforehand. Don't make rules up along the way. And she put, oh, Lord, laugh out loud. It's definitely a hard one. I get it. So, all right. And she put, okay, thank you. You're so welcome. I'm loving. Oh, my God. Someone put tractors. Arisha, she put tractors.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh, wow.
I mean, guys, I live out in the country, so when I see a John Deere, I'm like, all right,
I got heart palpitations over that one.
I know you want to come over and drive my tractor. I was like, I got a John Deere. And you're like, what? I want to come play. That was the first thing you asked me, is if you could drive it. I said, yeah, just don't run my trees over. All right.
The new emoji unlocked for Journey. I love it.
Yes. Yes.
Y'all don't tell him I'm not allowed to drive. Um,
And Love says, so colorful here in the comments. Absolutely. Loving all these beautiful emojis. Guys, keep it up. Keep it going, guys. We're going to be here for a few hours, having a good time, doing readings with you guys, playing some games. It's absolutely beautiful. Our next question is going to Squirrel. Who do we have for Squirrel?
who we have? Marie S. Hi, Marie. Marie says, hi, can you predict me the winning lottery at all in my lifetime? Or me winning the lottery at all in my lifetime? The big jackpot, and thank you kindly. So let's see, Marie. At all in you. That's a long, long time, we hope. Let's see. Not a big jackpot. I think that somebody else told you that you would, like a while back, and you got this in your head that you're going to win it because somebody told you that you were destined to be rich or destined to win the lottery. I see you winning little lotteries here and there, but nothing big. And I've got if this is traditionally considered the wish card and it's in reverse. And I'm sorry, I know that this is a big wish. This is something that will change your life huge. And whoever told you that, they did you a disfavor because if we think that we're just going to win the lottery or we're going to have money come to us, you are one of the highly intelligent women that could make money happen. You got stuff going on in your head and in your ability to take action that's where you will get your money. And I'm not talking little amounts like windfall money. So start relying on that intelligence that you have. I'm not saying don't, completely stop playing the lottery because you have the chance to win some, $400 there, $600 there. That stuff adds up and it's really helpful when it happens. But most of the time, I hope that helped, honey.
All right, good stuff. Okay, guys, we are ready for another game. Whoop, whoop. I need to take over this game because this is her game, guys. And somebody can win a reading with the ridiculous deck.
Love that deck.
Here she is in all her glory. And if you caught my show last night, nobody did win it, but that's okay. We still got a message out for everyone. Oh, my favorite card's on the bottom of the deck. We have the Nip Slip Pope. Love it. Well, he's another one, but I digress. So, folks, in case you are not familiar with how this game works, this is the Guess the Playing Card game. So how this works is once I say go, you have to guess which card I picked or I drew from the deck before the show started. So you can use this as either an intuitive exercise, trying to understand, you're trying to tap into which card it was if you're getting a number or you're getting a suit, or just type as fast as your little fingers can carry you. So in case you're not familiar with the setup of the playing cards, there's 4 suits. There's hearts, diamonds, spades, and clubs. And they're numbered ace through 10, and then jack, queen, and king. So go right ahead. Guess. I see some guesses all the way coming in. So please go ahead and, submit your guesses. Anything that comes to mind, either intuitively or you can just type. There is no minimum amount of guesses.
We got a winner!
Woo!
It's Love.
Love.
Again.
Holy Love, you have won this very quickly twice now.
Yes, she has.
Did she not get it on the first try last week?
Yes, last week on your show, she won. The first guess she had, boom, she got it. Dang, Love, get it, girl.
Wow. Love, congratulations on winning again. That is so exciting. That was like super lightning fast. Everybody give her a round of applause in the audience. Yay, guys, that's so exciting. So, Love, I know you know how this one works. So this is the only time that I will not require a question or a context. But if you have a specific area of life that you're interested in knowing about, or if you have a question, you're welcome to pose a question. Guys, look at all the love and the celebration that we have here. Love says it's my 3rd time. Okay, that's right. I was just really blinded by the last one because you were the first guess. Love, you are an intuitive soul. I think that's so beautiful. So love, if you've got a question or an area of life, please let me know. If not, like I said, I will just, she says, future love reading if possible. All right, my dear. Let's take a look at that. Just give me one extra minute. Look at the size of this beefcake. It's very challenging to shuffle. And I think last time I said beefcake, the beefcake card came out. Anyways, let's see what we have. The Ridiculous deck offers for a future love reading for love. Okay. Let's get these here. All right. Love says, wow, I connect with you telepathically, I think. Honestly, I think you do. So, all right, my dear, the first card I have down, before I tell you what it is, I'm going to tell you what I have to say, because I think as soon as I say what it is, we're all just going to go off into a realm of laughing our bums off. But it looks like up until now, the love life field, or the realm of your love life, just has not been to the level of fulfillment that you were looking for. It looks, well, let's just show you the card now. It says infinite cosmic mess. Okay. So this is what it has been and kind of what has led up till this point in time. So it looks like the love life scenario has not been particularly kind or fulfilling to you up until now. However, I like this next card. This is one of the juicier cards in the deck. This is the half price hot wings card. And I mean, what's better than half price hot wings? It means, well, you know, getting something at a good deal that is also very delicious. So in that regard, I feel like, you know, we're getting spicier, going from the cosmic mess to half price hot wings. We actually do see a bit of movement going on in your love life. And I can't help but feel like, you know, there's you, the little one, and there's this other big wing coming in. I feel like it's a good match. The next card I have here is the Digging Ghost. Okay. The Digging Ghost looks like this. And the underneath card, which is so beautiful, it is a bunch of cats posing as a woman. He says, I will date hot. Like, honestly, your first date might be going for a wing night or something to that effect. Like, go for an appy night. I like it. Like, I mean, that just sounds very cool. So we have the Digging Ghost, and then here this is a bunch of cats posing as a woman. So what I want to say is it looks like kind of the next one may not end up being the big one, but in terms of the Digging Ghost, like, just your spirit is being drawn to go out there and take a look at what is I've said this before, but sampling the local cuisine, right? Going out there and just seeing who is available to you in the field. Go out there and dig a little bit, without the pressure of needing to find the full price hot wing right away. A bunch of cats posing as a woman. Yeah, it does look like it's going to take, you know, a number of times that you go out posing as a woman, or, you know, as being your full self before you find that next person. But I can say from the shift of what I'm seeing from where things were to where they're going, I see things heating up. I see some dates happening, more of a fiery energy surrounding, you know, coming up over the summertime and in the next couple of months. So get out there, go date, go have some fun, and congratulations again on winning the reading with the Ridiculous deck. That is way too fun.
That's so awesome. All right. Good stuff, guys. All right. So that is a game that we play on Cassidy the Card Slinger show. So, guys, you ever check that show out? You get a chance to win a reading from the Ridiculous deck. Absolutely hilarious. There have been some cards that were like, ooh, can't have those.
Love says yes, better than what it was before. Oh my goodness.
There we go. We got Destiny. She's got her crown, the squirrel, the octopus, the tree, the four musketeers with the purple hearts. Love that. That's absolutely cute. I love it.
So cute.
Absolutely.
Love says, thank you so much, Cassidy. You are very, very welcome, love. And congratulations again. Your intuition is just fiery on point.
All right, guys. Now we got another game coming up after we get some more questions done. It's another yes-no round. So get ready for that yes-no round. And then followed by that, we're going to be doing another round of funny jokes, guys. We're going to be doing funny jokes with Squirrel, which Squirrel has a funny one that was given to her last night. Do you remember it? You
she's
are muted.
I knew that. I was testing you.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Okay, no, you passed. What's the quickest way to tell if a chromosome is a boy or a girl?
I don't know.
You pull down their jeans.
That's a good one. I love it.
Oh,
I love
I
it.
got another one, but it's not safe for work. Is it okay to tell it, or should I'll hold it? It's
Wait until
bad.
it gets past 9 p.m. and then we can go.
Okay, remind me,
Yes.
because it's.
Remember, the ratings change at that point. We get a little bit more adult at that point. Plus, the liquor sinks in a little bit better. But Cassidy was next on the list for her question. Who do we have for Cassidy?
This is for Brolik. Hi, Brolik. Brolik says, hi, hope all is well. As the year progresses, I'd like to know what is coming up with the career front. All right, my dear, happy to take a look at that. If you are here and you have anything more specific you are wanting to know, let me know, my dear. But otherwise, I'm just going to lay some cards to see what is coming up on the career front for you. Oh, okay. Well, what I want to say to you in the short term here, I'm getting a lot of very challenging energy confronting you in your career life. I have the Devil, I have the Nine of Swords, and I have the Eight of Swords all upright. And as you can see, these are all cards that are rather constricted, constrained, burnt out. I mean, with this particular Devil, he's even got the little candle sitting on his head, completely tied to your work and feeling like there's just fewer options, not many places to go, and stuck. I mean, in this card, you've got the hands tied in front. Brolik says, yes, my line of work is pretty hectic. Yeah, and if I'm looking at how this is kind of progressing over the next little while here, it just seems like those challenging aspects are really ramping up, and it's going to be weighing on you rather heavily. Not to just be all doom and gloom over this whole situation, because it's not. I don't see that lasting forever, but I can't just jump over. Brolik says nothing about it is easy, to be honest. Yeah, and I feel like maybe even the parts of it that you once loved, or the reason that you got into this line of work, you're starting to question within yourself, like, is this really something that I want to do? And is it something I can see myself doing long term? Like, even just the questions of longevity and your own personal happiness seem to be called into play, especially while everything is bearing down on you and is being rather restricting in this particular context. What I do see, though, to be honest, and seeing over the other side of that, I've got the Queen of Cups as well as the Tower card. I think you're going to end up careers. And I got to stop it at that, my dear. But thank you very much for your question and your trust. And I hope that was helpful. Good luck to you. Find balance, everyone, where you can. If you find your work is bearing down on you, everybody find balance if you can. Brolik said something. Sorry. Sorry. I'm honestly considering looking elsewhere later on. I'm really good at it, but things have changed. Yeah, I can see that as well. And I mean, I think that's always a good note for anyone to continually, Brolik says, thank you. You're so welcome. To continually reevaluate if you're honoring a current goal and what your current balance of happiness looks like, or if you're just honoring what you once wanted to do. And that can be very tricky when you're looking at a career. If you take a long degree, or if you get, need a lot of experience, you need to put a lot of work before you even get into it. But every time we check in with ourselves, I think is always a good idea. So just keep that in mind, folks. Always reevaluate and see what's going on in our own little heads and hearts.
Exactly. All right, guys, I'm loving all these emojis coming through, guys. We got so many beautiful emojis coming through.
These are so fun. Yes.
I know. I'm watching this beautiful array of different emojis, and guys, this contest for these emojis, man, it is neck and neck. You guys are close with each other. I'm watching all of these, and the numbers just keep going up. Some of you have already posted over 100 emojis. So this is awesome.
That's amazing.
I know. I want to say who the people are that are doing it, but I want to keep everybody doing it because this is beautiful, because I want to see who's going to win. I want to see. We're so excited. All right. So let's keep it going. I have the next question. Who do we got next for me? We got Alexa. Says, hello, Journey. Will the spell jar I just made work? Okay. I do see this energy working, but intent is everything when it comes to doing this type of work. Now, make sure that your ill will isn't in there. You do not want to put, because remember, everything you put into the universe does come back to you. It finds a way to come back to you. So you got to be careful about the way that you put forth these types of energies. And I know you'll hear a lot of people go, oh, well, I know. She says, it's all good spells. Okay, as long as it's positive, because any type of ill will, or if you doubt yourself doing this too, you could actually corrupt. It's like having a crack in a foundation of a house that you're trying to build. If you're putting forth that energy and that crack exists, what's going to happen is that foundation's going to get water in it, it's going to crumble, and then it wears off and it's no good. So when you do things like that, make sure that they stay positive. Don't put ill wills. You know, I know there are times out there you're like, man, I really wish I could curse you and your entire family. Be careful with words. They have power. Be careful with that type of stuff. Because if we're not direct on how we make things happen, she says, makes perfect sense. If we are not completely, we do not draw out the entire path, all things have to have a time limit, because energy will continue to keep going on forever. Give anything that you do a time limit. That way you can refresh what you're putting out there, because if we put something out there that's everlasting, you're going to find that energy. You're going to find that things aren't quite the way you would want them to be, and you want to change what you had put out there before. Give it a time limit. Make sure you time it, and give it direct understanding of how to get there. So I've seen somebody go, oh, I want to. People out there that say, oh, I want to have money. And they're like, I put a spell out there to get money. And then all of a sudden they lose a family member. They got an inheritance. They got money, but not quite the way. She said, you're freaking amazing. Thanks, Alexa. But they got money, but not quite the way they expected to get that money, because that money caused sadness to go with it. You have to be direct, because energy takes the easiest route. Look at it like lightning. It's going to take the easiest route. It's going to be conducted to one thing, and guess what? It will destroy shit. It will destroy stuff. So
it absolutely will. And another thing, just on that note, is for everyone, when you're trying to bring something into your life, achieve something, create something, watch your relationship with that thing in every sense of you working with it. For example, if you are trying to bring in money into your life, but every time you see someone who has a nice car, who has a nice house, you're saying things like, oh, I hate that person, or it's awful that that young child has a nice car, or just if you are at one sense cursing, you know, the accumulation of wealth, but then trying to accumulate it yourself, you know, same thing with that jealousy or envy energy pushing towards, I hate that other people are happy in their love life. Yes. Why can't I find someone? It's like, that's part of the problem. It's all connected.
Exactly, so, right.
Keep in mind with that, anytime you're trying to draw something into your life, embrace it in all of its forms instead of, you know, cutting that off anywhere about.
I'm so glad she asked that question and got an answer, because when I answered that in the speed round, just being able to say yes or no there's so much more. I'm so glad you got that question.
Now, is it going to work in a way? I got yes, but there, like you were seeing too, that there was a twist in this. That's why I brought up that positive, and even if there was the slightest doubt, you created a crack in this foundation. And if that's the case with any of that doubt, you need to put that jar to an end and bury it. You need to neutralize that energy and start again.
Yeah.
Anybody who's doing anything with that type of energy, be careful. I do know that there's a lot of witches, and there's a lot of people that like to spell cast that don't know exactly how to do it. And I've watched TikToks and things, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Do you know the danger? There's no warnings, there's no understandings, there's like, they have no idea what they're messing with. And I was like, neutralize that, destroy it, destroy it, destroy it, get rid of it. You did it wrong. You're bad things. And then they're like, then you'll see comments about them. That was terrible, bad things happened to me. Yes, I know. I was in the background going, no, don't do it. That's not good. The first time I watched this girl go, I know everything about magic. And the first thing she did was she took a spirit and enchanted an object with that spirit. I was like, no, never add spirit to your spell. Ever.
Oh,
Dang.
They can help you, but you do not, and you don't trap a spirit. What happens when you're trapped? You get pissed off. What's going to happen to that spirit?
Yeah.
Like, you know what's going to happen to that spirit? Gosh, look at all these beautiful emojis, guys. And Alexa's like, boom, 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 with all those things. Oh, boss, the squirrel gets it.
Oh, I get it too. I get it too. That's so cute. You two are so cute.
I miss you.
That's what happens when you got Cancers and Leos.
Oh, the moon and the sun. That's so cute.
I love it. All right. Beautiful energies, guys. We're going to keep this going, guys. And then after this question, we are going to do a speed round. We'll do some more questions. Then we're going to get to Squirrel's beautiful round. So, guys, who do we got next? Whoop, whoop, we got a mega reading! All right, we got Down and Over with a mega reading. We're going to start you off with the beautiful and wonderful Squirrel. Squirrel, here we go. Take it away. Guys, this is a non-timed reading. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead and please say what you were saying.
This is a non-timed reading, guys. This is what a mega read looks like.
All right. So, hi, Down and Over. She says, there's been a change on me and Nick. This is coming to an end. I feel this is going to hurt me. It is now, but it's going to hurt more if I stay, or will we overcome this? Is there still a future for us? Okay. Let's take a look at this. This is going to hurt me. Is it now, or do we still have a future for this? Let's see. Down and Over. Okay. What is going on? It went from really, really. Okay. Bear with me, honey. And this is going to all be said with compassion. So bear with me. And then I'm going to pull another card when I'm done talking about what's going on right now and what you might be missing. Okay. So this was very, very fresh. It was very, very exciting. I got the Page of Swords in the reverse. And what I'm seeing here is it went from all up and upright. It's like they're both, she's got a bird on her finger. It's like a relationship here that is new and very unusual, one that people wouldn't expect. Like, what is the bird doing with a human? Very unusual, and it was fresh and it was exciting. And you two, even though you were so different, really had a good communication, and not necessarily strictly verbal. It's like you just got each other. But something has come up where it feels like that communication just got severed. Like, you'll say something or think something or do something, and he'll be like, I don't get it, or vice versa. And that is part of the reason, because you two aren't getting each other. You're listening to each other, but you're not getting each other. That's a totally different thing, where I feel you, I see you. And the absence of that is really, really not only hurting you, but I think it's hurting him. Now, there have been some things creeping up to this. This is not some sort of sudden, oh, all of a sudden we're not talking, all of a sudden this isn't working, all of a sudden I feel isolated and alone. This has been building up. It's just both of you have been blind, have been purposely blinded to the subtle changes, to the, ooh, okay, I really like him, but I don't like that. Do you know what I mean? And it's not little things like, oh, damn, he picked his nose. Everybody picks their nose. You just got to try not to do it in front of everybody, right? This is things that really would affect you as a human being and your family that he does that you are not liking, and you turned a blind eye to it for a good minute, and now you're seeing it. And now you're like, this is not okay. Okay. I feel like you two are, I've got the 5 of Swords here. Not quite, I would say, yelling at each other, bickering, but little things that just let each other know that you're not pleased. Like, well, she got mad at me because I did this, so I'm going to do this again. Or he did this, so I'm going to do this to punish him. It's like you're punishing each other all of a sudden and not talking. The little punishments, you're hurting each other right now really bad. And she says, this is hurting me to say that I have to make this decision. I really do care about him. I hate this. I get that. This is a very, very difficult decision to make. But what I'm looking at, what's going on here, it's not going to be made by you two punishing each other. It's going to be made by actually speaking. And I mean, not just kissing and making up and saying, I'm sorry, baby, and all that. Really getting to the nitty gritty and talking about the stuff that you do that hurts him and the stuff that he does that hurts you. And if those changes can be made. I had the Knight of Cups in reverse, honey. And please, I'm not being bossy here. I'm just being upset for you, upset with you. The Knight of Cups in reverse is very indicative of a drinking problem. And if that's one of the problems going on in this relationship, that's something that could harm you. That's something that could harm him and your children. And I don't feel that he wants to give that part of himself up. So that might have to be part of that communication you have. You and Down and Over says, I don't see a future anymore. Let's look at the right now and then look at if there's any way to resolve this. But if he cannot, and I don't mean saying, okay, baby, I'll stop. And you not saying, I don't want you drinking. Sitting down and saying, hey, I think you got a problem and it's really affecting us and it's really affecting you. You can't attack him with this because this this kind of problem is difficult to accept. This kind of problem is difficult to see. And if he says that he will work on it, if he says he will try, I have a feeling he'll do it behind your back. Okay. I think this is one of the biggest problems. And I don't feel like he is in a place in his life that he is ready to address it. And she said he does drink a lot. Um, it's it's more than you know. Okay, honey, it's more than you know. But right now you feel, like you said, hopeless and very, very afraid because it took a lot for you to give yourself to this man, to let somebody in to touch your heart. It took so much. Every relationship goes through its problems, right? So you've got some big problems. The punishing each other has got to stop on both sides. And the punishing of yourselves, if that continues, know that it's hopeless. And he needs to acknowledge, I don't think he's quite yet an alcoholic, but he's going in that direction. Let's just put it that way. Okay. He's moving in that direction. and there's still hope for him. But I don't think he's one of those guys that's like, I got this, you know? Nobody is. That's something we all, if it touches us in our lives, whether you're the one drinking or the one in the relationship with the drinker, we all need help. Okay? It can't be done alone. Now, is there anything you can do? Now, I've already told you one thing. Have those talks and stop punishing each other. It's a two-way thing, and the more you do it, the more you hurt each other, the more resentment builds. And that's just brutal. That's not even worth being in. And she said, yes, squirrel, this is true. So, again, all right. So, your little Knight of Cups has come up as the King of Cups now. He does have a great deal of emotion for you. He is overwhelmed by how he feels for you, but he also feels like this is hard, okay? He feels like time spent with you sometimes is time stolen from something else. Maybe being out having fun with his friends, maybe hanging out at his mom's. He feels like, how do I explain this? He only wants to hang around when he's worried that you're going to be doing something that he won't like, is what I'm getting. You guys are not seeing eye to eye. And honestly, down and over, you don't trust him. You've gotten to a point where you don't trust him. Unless you guys can have that talk, and I mean serious, and stop hurting each other, there's no way this can move forward. And I'm sorry to say that. Those things have to happen before this can move forward. You do not trust him. And she said, I know what you're talking about. I can't do this anymore. Not in the way it's heading right now. Not how you're feeling right now. You guys are not seeing eye to eye. So have those talks and see if he is willing to work with you, because if he's not worth your trust, honey. I truly hope that helped. You deserve the best. You deserve somebody that you don't feel you need to punish and who doesn't feel the need to punish you. Okay? That's the priority to stop. And then the drinking. I love you, girl. And I'm going to pass you on to Cassidy.
Wow, Squirrel, that was such a beautiful reading. Wow. You should see, once again, I have just thousands of cards on my table because I'm just laying things and then Squirrel's saying them. So then I lay more cards and then she says those things. And it's just really, Friday nights always blow me away. And she says, thank you, Squirrel. So there's some points that I will just reiterate, and forgive me for saying much of what she had already said, but they're sort of the crux of the situation and things that need to be addressed. So the first card I have here in terms of describing the relationship between the two of you is the Moon in reverse. When I see this card, and particularly in this context, it's showing me being very, very messed about. I completely echo what she was saying in terms of really not seeing eye to eye. And even if there's the willingness to have those conversations, they don't happen. They don't get very far. On one side or the other, it's just, we have a house dog and a wild wolf trying to have a conversation with each other, and neither of them are getting anywhere. Everybody's howling at the moon. And my heart really goes out to you with this situation, because seeing where you're at, for your side, I've got the Queen of Wands and the Five of Cups in reverse. And I can really see what this is doing to you, because it's not only that you're experiencing this kind of for the first time, but it's really bubbling up, I would say, a lot of old pain and a revisiting of loss, sadness, and dare I say the word depression, but just taking you into a really dark space that, well, this is really not what I was signed up for and not really where I thought I was going. I also want to echo what Squirrel was saying too. I think he did fall very, very hard for you, but he's also, I'm not convinced of his ability to show up as the person, at least right now. I think that was really key where she said as well that you don't trust him. And by the time someone breaks our trust and we no longer feel like we can count on that person, the time it takes to build that back, we also wonder, is it even worth it? You know, and what that person's going to have to go through to show us that other side of themselves to, you know, rebuild that. I can just see a tremendous amount of pain from what's gone on here. It looks also like from both sides, with this 10 of coins in reverse, it's like it's not just the two of you that are the problem here, at least contributing to this challenged aspect of your relationship. It seems like there's too many cooks. There's people from both of you have someone in your ear saying something about each other, and it feels like you guys are both very confused within yourself what you even want between each other, but you both then have other people that are giving you their inputs, their insights, what they think. And this can be family related, friends related, but it just looks like, why do I have so many people messed up or caught up in this relationship that is, you know, it is a relationship between two people. And of course, everyone has friends and family on their own, but it just feels like that is amplified and stacked on the difficulty that you both are experiencing here. In terms of, I asked sort of leading up to this, and what does this relationship need? How can we move forward? And I love all of Squirrel's advice that she said. Down and Over says, I'm closing those doors from what I hear. I'll leave him where we started, but looking, I'm closing those doors from what I hear. I'll leave him where we started, but looking the other way. I mean, it's for the two cards here for what this connection needs and how, you know, best way to go forward. It almost pulls me into a past sense where certain conversations were skipped early on, so it makes it harder to have them now. Certain bars, expectations, both of you were maybe at the beginning there just trying to keep each other happy, you know, and not rock the boat too much, not project it such that either of you were expecting something long term as to not scare each other off. But at the same time, it's almost like the trajectory that put you both on was one that didn't have the foundation of communication that you two really need. And we find in this situation right now that's not present. In the short term, I think the idea where you're saying, you know, either closing the door or walking away, I think some space between the two of you is really not a bad idea, because it's with that moon card, I am not going to place the blame on one side or the other. I'm going to lovingly place it right down the middle and say equal parties brought this situation to where it's at. It's not completely your fault. It's not completely his fault, but both of you have your own things that really contributed to where things are at. So with this Two of Wands in reverse, it's kind of, I think some space between you two could really do you some good. And I'm not getting the sense that this is a walk away. This is all the way over here and now, but I don't know how far you can get trying to resolve it at this particular time. In the Oracle cards here, I have this card. It says, discovering the truth. You stand in the light of truth, which is a very interesting if you look at the image of this card, because it feels like you've learned certain things, and certain things have been brought to life about him, about the relationship, that changed things. Once you found that out, discovering the truth, it's like my heart has completely shifted knowing that information. It really changed your path. Next card I have is traveling lightly, simplify your life. And this is where I'm saying that space I really think would be good. I don't think that at this moment, none of these cards are saying to necessarily go in immediately with intention to fix this in the short term. We're at a very critical point. And Squirrel's advice of having that conversation, I think, there's nothing better than that, but perhaps delay it for a little bit of time. And the last card here I have, it says surrendering to the journey. It says release control. So in any aspects of this where if you've tried to implement some sort of change in the relationship and have a level of control over something, needing to let that go first to allow that space between the two of you. Because he does have genuine feelings for you. I don't think that's, even crossed your mind that he's not being genuine with where his heart is at, but I just don't see him. She says, yes, I can't bring myself to see him right now. I won't. Yeah. And I think that's for the best, my dear. So that's what I've got here from the cards. And my heart really goes out to you. These are very difficult. She says, I need to be left alone right now. Yeah, 100%. And I think take what you need. The card I have sitting over top of the Queen of Wands here is the antidote. And it's sitting on top of her, like, at this moment, you need to have that focus on you before the focus can turn back to the relationship. We've got to deal with and lean into and understand more this pain that he's caused and that this relationship has caused for you. So that's what I'm seeing for you there, my dear. Thank you very much for your trust and for your donation. And she says, thank you, Cassidy. You're so, so welcome. I'm going to pass you on over to Journey.
Okay. So you've got family members coming through. And as the advice from Squirrel, as the advice from Cassidy, I do believe they are right about communication, having this time. But what's coming through is Miha. She says, you're looking at your past and you're looking at a past from your childhood. You're looking from a past that you're starting to see that scares you. It does come from the drinking. But no one ever takes what you're taking. Communication is definitely key here, because I know that there's a love here for the two of you. Just put those little sad faces. You are not just being verbally, mentally, it's become physical. And she said no. No. You stop it today. The longer you wait, the harder it's going to be. It's going to be harder for you to say no. You're going to start believing you deserve it. No. No. She does not want you to repeat what you saw as a child. She does not want you to see that a man should rule your life. This is why the communication from the ladies are telling you that you need to have this. Do not leave on an empty note and not say why you're leaving, because he's not going to learn his lesson, and neither are you. Your lesson is to speak up for yourself and to understand why you feel the way you feel, and why are you letting what's happening happen. You don't need to be pushed into a closet. You don't need to be hushed. You don't need to be singled out. You don't need to be put away where no one else can see you. And you shouldn't feel like someone feels ashamed of you. Stop it. You're beautiful, intelligent. You've got babies. You should be bright. You should be shown. You should be a trophy. Not the old bowling ball that you throw in the closet and forget about. Every once in a while, you bring it out to say, look, I have a bowling ball. Well, congratulations. She goes, Journey, I can't speak to him. I'm so angry. But your anger that you have is a passion. We're in a moment of complete emotion right now. She goes, but I need some time to be able to talk. Right. But you are angry. Take that energy. You can channel anger into something beautiful by writing down the things that are making you angry right now. Write them down. Think about those things. These are your red flags. Robert's here. He says, this was not the relationship you wanted. This is not the type of abuse that you've wanted. You like the love, and he can give you that. But talking needs to be happening here. AA needs to be happening here before it gets too late. He's going down a path. And one of the girls has said that. Both the girls have said he's going down a path towards becoming an alcoholic if he is not careful. I get that you need time right now. But don't you believe that you should say, hey, I need some time to reflect on the things that have happened. I know that you had communications. Robert says, that's why you looked to me. That's why you came to me. That's why you sat out. And when you saw me, you got immediately upset. I may not have been the best husband physically, but I was a good dad, and I still love you. And she put, yes, Journey. My love will never change. And that's why I asked you for my forgiveness. So we can both move on. So you could go out and meet somebody. But you don't want to repeat yourself. I was never physically as to the point of what I'm seeing coming. Because I can't say that he wasn't physical, because he was. And he's saying it too. He said, you didn't want the same relationship you had with me. Yes, we had a love for each other, but look at the toll that relationship took on you. Look at the memories you reflected on. Remember the anger you're feeling now? Does it all belong to Nick? Or does it belong to you too? Cassidy said that. This is not one person to blame. He has a problem. You need to communicate about it because there's red flags on your end. He is trying to just live his best life. You guys are on two different levels. Two different levels. You're here. He's here. He's got a lot of growing up to do. He doesn't get the fact that the type of responsibilities that you have, because he doesn't have those responsibilities. You had a life with somebody. Unfortunately, it was short. It was short-lived compared to what you were expecting. But he's by your side and he holds your hand. He says, am I happy for you? I'm happy that you were smiling and laughing. Am I happy about the relationship the way it's going currently? I am not. I am not. Robert is protecting his children. I'm sure you noticed their recent ignoring his energy, getting annoyed with him, avoiding him, telling him they're busy, just completely not giving him the time of day. There's a reason for it. There's a sign. Speak your truth. You can fix a relationship. Hide from your truth and you run from a relationship and he takes what he's doing. She goes, oh my God, Journey, I shouldn't be crying like this. I need to end this. You need to communicate when it's time. Because what I was about to say to you is that if you don't talk to him, he's going to end up in another relationship doing the exact same thing. Not only are you sparing yourself from this relationship of abuse, you could spare somebody else that same relationship of abuse, and they may have children as well. She goes, I know he won't change. Okay. Stop with you're mad right now. And you don't know that he won't change certain things. Now, we're going deeper because your mom's talking about your communication with him, recent communication. She said, why are you scared to talk to him? Why are you scared to not give him all that information that you hold? Are you afraid he's going to leave? Because you're willing to leave now. So what difference does it make to have that conversation today? What makes that different to having it tomorrow? The difference is you're mad at the moment, but you need to be able to speak your truth. Because if he's capable of doing this to you, who's next? You got 3 babies in that house. That anger gets twisted towards one of them because they piss him off. What are you going to do? You need to have this talk. It's a serious one. This is the make it or break it talk. But you need to have it. But you need to not do it brokenly like she's telling me right now. Your mom says your communication to him was broken. You're telling only half of what you are doing. She says, you're right. You're very right. Tell him complete, full sentences. Don't roll your eyes. Don't hold your head. Don't expect him to know what you're thinking. Because I got news for you. This just in. He's not a mind reader. For everyone who is in a relationship, your partner is not a mind reader. If you want your partner to know how you're feeling, you have to talk it out. They're not going to just know. Yes, they'll know you're pissed. And what happens when you know somebody's pissed? You get the hell away from them because you don't want to deal with it. Don't get pissed and expect them to be, well, he didn't follow me. I wouldn't follow you either. Go get pissed off over there. Bye. I'm going to go fix this part of the house. He's got things in his life that have been hard for him, and I get that. But that's not an excuse for the same reasons you've had things in your life that were hard for you, and you're willing to put forth the effort, but you're not putting forth all the effort, which is open, strong communication. Open, strong communication. Give yourself 24 hours. Give yourself the weekend. Do what you got to do. But I would do it within the next 72 hours while it's still fresh in your head, while you're still feeling the things that you're feeling. Because if you let too much time pass, you're going to let all the things that you're worried about, all the things that you are so passionate about right now slip through the cracks. And the conversation you're going to have is going to be weak. Don't have a weak conversation. Be the strong woman I know you to be. Stop with the negative thoughts. Try to make everything work for yourself. Do this. Take this. Yes, I'm angry. Good. Use it to write down what you feel. Write down your PowerPoints, because those are the things you need to be able to discuss, but you need to be able to discuss them without so much hate behind them. Because when you're in that mind of hate, you're never going to be able to hear what he has to say, because you're going to be blocking it. All that hate is going to burn all of what he said. You're going to hear selective parts of that conversation, and it's going to make you more pissed off. If you see this relationship as a red flag to you, then you need to stop it. But you need to be open about why you're doing it. Be the bigger person. Give him a chance to speak, but also give yourself the chance to listen. A lot of people forget that you have the chance to speak, but then you have to have your chance to listen. Because if you're not listening, the relationship's dead in the water already. And it'll fall apart eventually. Because one person can't be the only one speaking in the relationship. it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Because it'll just fall apart. Down and over, please think about what I'm saying. Allow yourself to be able to move forward, to have those conversations. Give yourself time to calm your energies down, but be passionate about what you say, because this doesn't just affect you. Like I said, you've got children, and this will affect them because it affects their mom. If you're sad and torn apart, they're going to feel sad for you as well. But they will protect you at all costs. She put, okay, thank you. I'll do that. Honey, your mom, your husband, they're behind you. They love you. Your mom says, give you the strength, but don't do what I did. Don't do what I did. Don't chase a man. She says, I care about him too much. It's hard, but I understand. But your mom also said, yes, you care about him. But there are things that people go through in this world, in this lifetime, that they can't help. They can't control themselves. And when I saw physical, my personal opinion is done. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. In high school, I was the guy that the girls came to have their boyfriends beat up when they would hurt them. And yes, I was a mean little bastard when I was younger. I was mean as hell. But I changed my ways throughout time. And I was also young. I was in my 15. But that's besides the point. My thing is that you were in a situation where you're seeing red flags. When I saw the physical, I'm a no. I'm no. I saw it. I'm not happy. I'm not happy for you. Someone who loves you will not hurt you like that. Love is felt. Pain is yelled. You know, this is hate. That's a hateful. When anybody hits somebody, oh, I couldn't control myself because I love you so much. Really? You love me so much, you punched me in the face? You love me so much, you punched me in the chest? Absolutely not. Go love yourself. Go in the mirror and go love yourself, please. Please go love yourself. Do it for me. Because they won't hurt themselves. They'll take it out on you. And then who's next? You got babies. You got babies. Never let any person put a hand on you, ever. I know you didn't tell the girls that. You didn't tell anybody that. That came to me. I'm going to tell you this right now. This isn't the first time. This is the second time. Third time. Sorry, I saw something else. Third time. This is the third time. In a short time. No. That's my response to that. But I do want you to speak your truth. Because it does lie from the alcohol. But it also comes with somebody with a short temper that doesn't know how to control themselves. Your husband's on your side and he's protecting your children. Your mom's protecting you right now. That's why you're being a little bit stronger than you have been before. Know that. You've got your ancestors on your side. You got your family members on your side. You got your loved ones near you. We're here for you. And we're not going anywhere. We will always be here for you, down and over. Always. If you feel like you're being threatened, I want you to call the cops. Call the cops. Don't do it. Down and over, we love you, girl. We've got you. I'm sorry it went to the medium side of that, but I had to. They were screaming at me. They were screaming at me. They're worried about you. And that's why you've got to be vocal about how you feel. But you need to do it while you're sober, while he's sober. And just so you guys know, that dinging is my mom. She is worried about this situation. So I'm seeing the messages out the corner of my eye. But I'm going to tell you right now, you got the Six of Water. Memories from history. Childhood regarding issues regarding your childhood, issues regarding your children, romancing the past. Don't do that. Dude, don't romance the past. You need to see it for what it is. Why? Because it's affecting you today. As your mom said, don't do what I did. I chased a man. You don't. You don't. Don't be me. I felt sorry for what I did then, and I've asked you for forgiveness. So forgive me for that. That was her message. Your husband asked for that same forgiveness because he wasn't quite the man he wanted to be, but knows differently now and asked for his forgiveness. You've told me yourself that you've forgiven them. Don't make it have to be another person you have to forgive. And guys, and that's what a donated reading looks like. Sorry, that was very strong energies coming through mediumship. I definitely had to let it all out there. Guys, don't forget we are still doing our emojis, guys. Keep those emojis going. I was watching everybody communicating. Hey, Raven, what's going on, sweetheart?
Hi.
And, there's a lot of communication to put all of that, this was touching other people. People have been through this.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Destiny said, beautiful. Thank you. And the ladies had beautiful information, but when the physical came through, and it was more than once, I was like, no.
Nope. Absolutely not.
There was 3 times in total. I only knew of one, and then 2 more came through. And I know we pretty much lost her at the point of, I care about him so much, this is hard. And I know you're still listening. Take care of yourself, and I'm here if you need me. We got your back. Don't make me I'll put up my dukes. I got some built up anger. I can let some go. Just kidding. I can't do that now. I did that when I was 15. It would be different if we were in high school, girl.
Yeah.
Just call the cops.
Yeah.
Don't ever take abuse from anybody.
No.
All right, guys, we need to liven up this room a little bit. All right, so we are on to our next. My mom put I can. All right, so we'll put up the our next game, which is whoever tells the funniest joke gets a reading with Squirrel with the Angel Crystal deck. Correct? You're muted.
Oh, she's on mute, my darling.
Frack, rackin', rackin'.
That was a joke in its own.
Crystal angels, yes.
Crystal angels. I thought that was the case. Okay, guys, starting right now, everybody give us a little joke. Let's see our little jokes here. The funniest joke in the next, let's say, 3 minutes? We want to do a 3-minute timer?
Sure.
Yeah. Do we take turns like the speed round, like telling each other the jokes?
Sure.
Okay.
And please, if you're typing in what the joke is, type in the punchline like with that, so we don't.
Yes.
In case there's a delay, that we don't miss out on the punchline while the joke is still fresh.
And if the word nut is in it, you're gonna have to do the peanut emoji.
Exactly.
Because
the peanut
apparently
emoji.
nut is a bad word.
But you can put F-U-C-K on there.
Right?
Yeah. Can't put nut, but you most certainly can put fuck. I don't get it. All right, guys, let's see some of those funny jokes, guys, and then we will get to some more. All right, here we go.
All right, we got Yusuf. What goes round and round and round and round? What goes round and round and round and round?
Yeah, we need to have the answer right after that, guys, okay?
Okay, we got Kelly. How do you make a tissue dance? You put a little boogie in it. Oh, that's cute.
That's so cute. Oh, Kelly, that's a really good one. Oh.
All right, guys, we got 3 minutes for that. So far, Kelly's the only one with a full joke in. All
I
right.
do have my little book. I think it's downstairs. My silly little book of stupid
We got
jokes.
the answer to a circus.
Goes
Where
round.
what goes round and round and round and round? A circus.
That's
Okay.
cute.
Okay, I think that one went over my head.
Over your head and under your feet. Got it. All right, we're waiting on that one.
No, come on, y'all. I know you. Last night you're rapid firing those jokes. Let's get them. Let's get them.
Yes.
Yes, I had one written down. I'll have to pull it up here. Destiny's got one. She says, "Why did the skeleton run up the tree?"
I don't know.
Oh, I know.
I think it was something like dog bark or I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe like
Guys,
a bone.
put the answers with your thing.
She says because the dog was after his bones.
Ah.
Very cute.
All right, guys, who's got me one? Come on, we got 2 minutes. Well, 1 minute left.
Can I tell my horrible joke while we wait? It's really horrible, but I love it. Okay, so it's a bad one. It's nasty, okay? What's the difference between lust and love?
I don't know.
Spits and the other one spits and the other swallows.
Oh my gosh. No way.
All right, we got Rebecca. Rebecca says, April showers bring May flowers. What do May flowers bring? Pilgrims.
Oh my gosh,
All
that's
right.
so cute.
So who's got a joke? Come on, you guys. Okay, let me think. If I don't see one, I'm gonna tell one, and I can't remember any now that I need to. It's probably what's going on with all of y'all. Oh, I see one. Why didn't the skeleton go to the ball? Because he had nobody to go with.
Oh, that's cute too.
Oh. All right, guys, we are out of time for that. So who won? Who do we think won? I know who I thought was the funny one for me. Which one did you find the funniest? My initial one was Kelly. I really liked that first one.
Yeah, I like Kelly's joke.
The first one was really funny. Not the Destiny's are funny.
The nobody was pretty darn cute.
Destiny, now that's funnier than the other joke you just told. She says, I won that competition for that first prize.
So, would it be okay to let everybody, like say Kelly's joke or Destiny's joke?
Kelly's, Destiny's, and we had one more.
We had Yosef.
Rebecca's.
And Rebecca.
With the Pilgrims, yeah. All right, guys. For real quick, guys, let us know who you thought had the funniest joke. Was it Destiny K? Was it Kelly? Or was it Rebecca Wood?
Okay, Melanie came in late, but this is pretty hilarious. She says, what do you call a happy mushroom? Fun guy.
Okay, that was cute.
That's super cute as well. Oh,
be nice, Yusuf.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and see some names here to find out who you guys thought had the funniest joke. All right, we got one for Destiny, got one. Oh, Kelly's voting.
Kelly, I love you.
She's voting for herself. Destiny's laughing. Melanie's like, they're all good.
We have a tie.
So cute.
Yeah, guys, we need a little bit more help. Let's get that tiebreaker going on.
I really wish more people liked Frozen jokes, but they seem to get so angry about that
movie. Destiny voted for herself. There we go. We got 2 for Destiny, 2 for Kelly. 2 for Kelly. I liked Kelly's joke.
And 3.
And then we're going to tell you the winner who won for mine here. And we're going to get to some more readings here in just a moment. Audrey says, I don't remember. I can't. All right, guys. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead with Kelly's joke. She was the first one, and we can't seem to get people to want to make that choice. So that's okay. Nobody gets. Destiny's like, drum roll. Destiny, your jokes are definitely funny, girl. Don't you worry.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. All right. So what I'm going to do here for you, Kelly, I got the Crystal Angels deck, and I'm going to draw 3 cards for you, and they're going to tell what crystals would be most calming or healing, or what you need to ground yourself with right now, and some advice that could go with those, okay? Because we can't, we might tell you what crystal that you need, but we can't always afford that crystal. You know what I mean? So what frequency, what kind of advice can I give you to call that energy of that stone to yourself? All right. And Kelly says, okay, great. I might have to hold them up real close to my face because I can't see. We have Sapphire. And Sapphire, oh, you really need to hear this, honey. Easy does it. You're all up in a tizzy and everything that's coming at you. You are about 112 steps ahead, but you're ahead with worry. What if this happens? Oh my God, but this could lead to this. And you're almost jumping from now to worst case scenario. Easy does it. Take some time to breathe. Stop jumping to the worst case scenario and do what's right smack in front of you. I know that's difficult for y'all Virgos, but take the time to work on what's in front of you and then worry about what's next. And then worry about what's next. Okay? This is important, Kelly. I hope you listen to it. If you have a sapphire, keep touching it. Put it near your body. Put it in your pocket. And Kelly says, Virgo all the way. Prepare for everything. But let me tell you, honey, right now it's not preparing. The chaos that's going on in your head is ruining all the preparation you've been making for anything else because you're going straight to you. Remember Chicken Little? The sky is falling. The sky is falling. Don't do that to yourself. Take care of what is in front of you. Prepare for everything. She said, I do have a small one. Pull it out and hold it to you. The other stone is rhodochrosite. Be gentle with yourself. And that goes hand in hand with the easy does it because you have come up against a lot of brick walls here in the recent past. And you're seeing all these brick walls as your fault. Whether they're your fault or not, some of them are. Some of them don't have anything to do with you. They're just obstacles that fell in your lap. Don't blame yourself for everything. Kelly says, I thought that was Mercury retrograde. God help the Virgos in Mercury retrograde. That's all I have to say. Mercury rules Virgo, and it's also exalted in Virgo. Virgos in Mercury retrograde, unless they have a retrograde Virgo of their own, or Mercury. I knew that. I was testing you. Retrograde Mercury of they get into a tizzy. Tizzy. Don't do that to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be gentle with yourself, and frickin' breathe. And the last one I have is appetite. Oh my God, if this is a Virgo card, and Kelly, listen hard. Progress, not perfection. Take care of the problems right in front of you, and don't worry when everything isn't perfect, because there will never be a time in our lives where absolutely everything is perfect. Don't be so nitpicky. I know I'm being bossy today. And don't let small imperfections keep you from progress. So that's a lot of information. You really need to take time to breathe and be kinder to yourself. This might be impossible for you, but tomorrow, if at all possible, or Sunday, take the entire day and actively tell yourself, I don't have to worry about this today. If there's nothing you can do about it, don't worry about it. It's a challenge. And Kelly says, Virgo, perfectionism drives me crazy. Truth. But I put that challenge to you. Sunday, no worrying unless you can do something about it right then and there. Okay? I love you, honey, and I hope that helps.
All right.
Beautiful.
All
Lovely
right.
deck, lovely readings.
It was a gorgeous reading. Absolutely. So now that we've had the winner for squirrels, we're going to do the winner for mine, guys. All right. So the person who had the most emojis tonight, it was so close, guys, but the most emojis. And Kelly says, yes, and thank you, Squirrel. But Arkisha, I hope I said that I hope I said your name right. You just were running really fast with that, and then you had Audrey and Alexis right on your tail. Audrey got up a little bit, and then you just flooded it back out, and it was absolutely beautiful. So you just came back in and took the win on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle some cards here for you and go ahead and give you that 3-card reading. So here we go, guys, that 3-card reading. Now, you guys have heard me doing this all week long, but you guys haven't had the chance to see the cards because I've been in the little bubble. All right, so we've been doing this all week long, having a lot of fun, popping up on people's shows. That's been fun, too. And
Everybody, raise your glass to Journey the Card Slinger. Woohoo!
Yeah, Journey doesn't ever do that. Journey doesn't ever use the cards like that. I haven't done cards in forever.
This is so fun. I've just seen the floating head Journey do it. This is awesome.
All right, so let's go ahead and do that 3-card drawing for you. Oh my God, what a beautiful card. Oh, yes. Okay. So your first card so far is the reflecting pool of stillness. So basically right now is the time for transformation. You have taken a stop. You're halting. You're trying to figure out, what is my next step? You're looking at your past, knowing the things that you don't want, reflecting on the things that you do want, and moving forward. Look at how gorgeous this card is, guys.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Beautiful. Those purples, that reflection. Now, if you quite look at her reflection in the way I'm seeing it right now, the reflection of her seeing herself is a swan.
Oh.
I see it.
Someone who feels that they're broken, feeling like the ugly duckling, realizes when they reflect on themselves, they are a swan. They were never meant to be in that duck pool because they were somebody else. And you reflecting and taking that moment, yes, you will get there. Yeah, honey, we got you, sweetheart. We got you. You're next. She wanted to make sure we knew. We know. Okay, so the next card is strength. After the reflection, it's going to take a lot of strength to have the courage in order to do what it is that you need to do. You're getting this information from the ancient oak tree. What do you find when you look at an oak tree? What do you hear about? The family tree. You've got your ancestors on your side. They're working hard to make sure you have the strength you need to move forth, to move forward, to have what you're looking for. But don't be your own sabotage. Don't be your own sabotager, because you can find yourself doing that by repeating patterns you've already lived through. Seems to be a pattern tonight, is repeating the same things we've already lived. All right. The last card is knowledge, the air spirit. Now, this is having the knowledge that you need and setting out on your adventure. You hear the word sky is the limit. Well, there's so much more than the sky. There's a whole universe. There's galaxies. There's so many things to explore. The same thing with you. You are in a little tiny area of the world. There's so much more to explore. Allow yourself that gift to go visit a place you've never been. And you know, a lot of people are like, "Oh my God, that means I got to go travel across the world." No, it doesn't. That means go to the next town over, go to a grocery store you've never been to, go to a shopping mall you've never been to, go to a forest that you haven't been to walk through, go check out the ocean. It doesn't have to be far, but it needs to be different. You need a change of scenery. That's the air spirit right there. Look at that gorgeousness.
Ooh,
Beautiful.
beautiful.
You have the ability, as you can see in this card, the power is coming from her.
Wow, yeah.
It is projecting from her.
Aw.
Allow yourself this freedom. And it talks about number one being you. The card is also number one down here at the bottom. It's a one.
Aw.
Nice.
Oh,
That's so sweet.
guys, check out these numbers. So her first card was 33. That's 33. Her second card was 2. Her last card was 1.
Like a
Aw.
countdown.
Yes, focusing on 33 different things. You got 2 ways to do things. You can look above or you can look below. Think of yourself and sail on.
Aw.
Beautiful.
Amazing. Amazing. I love these cards. I bought these just because they said the sacred forest, and it made me think of Whispers of the Forest, and I was like, oh my God. So I got them for myself, and I was like, there's no way I can't have that shared with Squirrel, and now we got to share them with Cassidy, and we got to make sure that Destiny's got her deck too.
Yes, that would be awesome.
Says, I love that deck. Oh my world. Oh yes, it was lovely. Beautiful. That's a beautiful reading. And guys, we're trying to get to as many people as possible. Guys, make sure you guys are still sharing out that love. Guys, we're going to play that game on all the shows, so get ready for it. You guys are going to get a little message from these beautiful cards every day. We're on. These beautiful cards are going to give you guys something to talk about. You guys will see how that works in the upcoming week, guys. We've got so much stuff going on, and we are so excited. We got a bunch of new people. It's just going to keep growing. It's going to be so much fun. And there's talks of a new psychic show coming out that'll be during the daytime. So we'll have some primetime stuff going on too. So get ready for that. Let's find out who's on that show and what we're going to get out of that.
So
All
exciting.
Oh, I know, it's exciting. All right. Let's go ahead and take the next person on the list. Who do we got? We got a mini reading. Woo!
Yay.
All right. We got Visions of the Raven.
Hi, Raven. Raven says, Jordan's dad sold his house. How do you see this move playing out and my relationship with Jordan? We have recently been through a lot, and I don't know what to think anymore. I know y'all are probably tired of the same question, but so much has happened and changed. Raven, we do not get tired of the same question. When somebody asks the same question, it means it's weighing heavily upon them and they're afraid. And we're here to allay those fears. Or it means, like you just said, things have changed and you want to know how what we're talking about is affected. So you guys never have to apologize for asking the same question. So if I can see the question one more time, to make sure I understand it, how do you see this move playing out and my relationship with Jordan? So let's see. All right, you beautiful lady, you. I'm sorry. That I laugh sometimes when the cards get cheeky with me, not at the answer itself, but the cheekiness of the cards. It feels like you know this, and I've never, ever read this card this way before, But because of the way the other cards have come up, you feel like they're blowing smoke up your skirt. Like they're trying to make you feel like this is going to be such a wonderful move, happy joy, everything's okay, there's no problems, and you have this deep gut intuition that something ain't right. Um, that with the sale of the house and with things that have happened, it feels like they're pulling the wool over your eyes and blowing smoke up your skirt. That's why I was laughing. It's like, wow, they just get really cheeky sometimes. I don't feel like you're being told the whole truth about this move. I don't feel like you have all the information, and the information being given to you is making light of the situation or trying to make the situation seem way better. It's like, were you supposed to stay at Jordan's dad's house with this move, and now it's gone, and it's like, am I going to be living in the tent by the river where I can wash my camping gear? No, that's what you're feeling. You're not trusting. She says cheeks make me laugh too. So I do feel that you have very strong feelings for Jordan, and that Jordan has strong feelings for you, that he's not intentionally lying to you, but he's, how do you say, fabricating or stretching something out to make it look better than it is. And you intuitively know that you are walking into a situation that is not going to be very nice. You just can't see exactly what it is. And I'm saying that you intuitively know that because I've got the moon card here. And the moon card is deeply tied to intuition. And then it does just feel like you want to believe so bad that everything will be okay moving forward with this move. But you freaking know that if you do it, you are not going to be happy. You are not going to be happy. You're going to be living like not off the land. I don't see living off the land. I don't even know if you could begin to understand how to do that. You're not a country girl, but you're going to be way lower status living than what you are accustomed to if you make this move. That's what I'm seeing the changes are. Um, Stay by the water. She says, I don't have all the info, which is why I'm scared. You do not have all the info. You absolutely do not. And the info you're getting is way more optimistic than what it's looking like. This optimism is false optimism. I'm going to tell you that right now, dear. Um, I got really strongly stay near the water. Don't don't go inland. Stay near the water right now. Doesn't have to be forever, but do not make this move right now, or I think you said in 2 weeks. It's not time, and you will not be happy. Doesn't mean you have to end the relationship all the way, and it doesn't mean that you'll never go there in the future. Just right now is not the right time. And I know you asked 2 questions, but as the mini readings go, it's 1 question per reader. So I will let Cassidy or Journey address the other question if they feel, like that's the question they're getting. And she says, the thing is, I don't know if I'll be happy anywhere at the moment, to be honest. There is a truth to that. There is a truth to that. You are very imbalanced right now, and you're very confused right now. That's another indication of that mood. And you're ignoring all the intuition that lives inside of you. You're fighting with it. Ask yourself why, please. I can't answer that for you, only you can. But you need to see why you're fighting the intuition you know you have. this doubting is really messing you up. But right now, you're so confused that no, you won't be happy anywhere. You've got a big decision to make, and any choice you make is going to have some regret. But this move is going to be a crash. You will be so phenomenally unhappy there that where you're at now, you'll look back and say, I sure was happy there. No, don't do that to yourself, honey. This move is very rough on you. No, right now, you won't be happy with whatever choices you make, but make the choices that you know you can live with. She says, he will go there a month or two before me, and that is why I'm scared. You don't have to be worried about him. You do not have to be worried about him. But don't go until you can see proof of where you're going to, because right now, you might as well live on the side of the road. The place that you're going to is not ready for you. All right. I hope that helps. And I am going to pass you on to Cassidy. Love you.
Oh, thank you, Squirrel. That was such a beautiful reading. And again, it's so challenging to go after you because, my goodness, we even had a number of the same cards on the table. So it's always a delight to be on the Friday show. So hi, Raven, my darling. Lovely to see you. So I mean, I'm going to echo a number of those sentiments almost exactly. The first two cards describing me the situation is I have the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Wands reversed. And it's that blowing the smoke up your skirt in the sense of it's being portrayed as better and a better fit. And I would say the focus is on the connection between the two of you. Oh, it's going to be us and it's going to be what we want. And it's missing the point, I would say, the other half of the equation, which is individual happiness. It's kind of focused more on, here's what I see with this moon card, because I have this one as well. And you can see with this little path going forward here, as well as I have the wandering path card here, is it's like, are you just moving forward with this because there is a path available to you, instead of it actually being the right path that you want to take? Does that make sense? Are you like, is it just because there is a road that has shown up? Because by all accounts, I could not agree more. You don't have all of the information, and it's not even, it's a mixture of what you have been told is embellished, and you also don't seem to have the full amount of information, as opposed to, like, you know, in terms of you're missing a big chunk of understanding of how things actually are going to look. With the sale of that house, it does seem like the plans really changed. So where Squirrel had said before, I don't know if you were planning on living there or something, but it seems like that had a direct impact on your connection and your relationship in that regard. And with what's happened kind of leading up to this, I don't know if there was a conversation about walking away, leaving this alone, and then holding on tighter. It's kind of an interesting combination of, do we even really want this? Okay, yes, we actually do. Because again, for the prospects of the relationships, I have the Lovers reversed. And reading on this, your relationship here before, I know I've said the word that's kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like, this is a connection it hasn't been able to mold together in a way that's been beautiful and easy yet. But I also can't see it just, I don't see it being the perfect blend, and I don't see it being broken and the two of you not being together. In terms of that move, where Squirrel had said it blowing up and it being a bit of a disaster going forward, like, girl, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I have the Nine of Swords. And she says, yes, the Nine of Swords, and I have the Five of Coins reversed. And it's almost like, respectfully speaking, but the blind leading the blind. Like, where I'm saying things have been embellished, that's obviously, an outright perhaps lie, putting sugar on something that's not there. But then also, I don't even know that the person you're getting the information from even fully understands the state of the structure of the place that you're going to be living. But I do want to say, on his side, he seems to understand, like, on his side, if it's him being the one that's saying, come on, let's move, let's do this, he's he's coming from a space of, you know, I am going after what I want. And in his heart, he wants the two of you to be together. But it's almost like, she says, we need to heal separately. I completely agree with that sentiment. I think there's a part of him that knows that that arrangement isn't going to fit and it isn't going to work. But it's almost like if he's the one pushing for it, it's because at the end of the day, that's what he wants. But I don't see, like, I don't see that being the right move. If you go, I can't, she says, he found out about a mistake I made, but we are still wanting to make it work. Yeah, and I can see that, like, the tapping into this connection for a couple of times, like what is existing between the two of you is incredibly strong. It's never wavered, and I know you guys have both been through an incredible amount, you know, with your own connections in between the two of you. This has not been an easy Cinderella story by any means. The next card I have here, so where I had that 5 of coins reversed, this card says taking shelter. So it says the answers are within. So, you know, echoing back to what Squirrel was saying there, that you have a beautiful intuitive guidance system within you that, my darling, are we listening to it? You know, you are incredible at what you do. And I'm bringing it back to that path, as it just because it's there, you're considering taking it, as opposed to being incredibly discerning with what it is and how you want to move forward. Last card I have here, it says view from above. Get the big picture. Interesting. Actually figuring out everything, you know, getting stuff in black and white. I want pictures. I want dimensions. I want to know get the big picture, get a really good understanding. She says he doesn't either. You're right. I know I don't want to be in Florida anymore. Yeah, and I'm not saying a move, you know, on its own is a bad idea by any means, because where I see this kind of heading is my outcome cards here. I've got the 3 of coins, and this card has shown up for me in my life a number of times when I've signed a lease at a place that worked well. This is a sign of a good contract and of an arrangement that actually works out. So I am seeing that as a potential possibility here. But the card sort of on the path that you're on with this hangman, it's just figure this out before you make any commitments, before you sign a lease or break the lease that you currently have. The 3 cards I have from my Mildred Oracle here, I have Axe, Devil, and Wall. Which, you know, it's quite literally saying to break down either the lies that are overt or misguided in some regard, and break down this level of unknowing. Stop accepting that not knowing your life plan is okay. You know, don't think that you can make agreements or you know, like, within yourself, you have a strong spine, and girl, use it. You have a strong intuition, girl, use it. You know, like, these are the things you need to pick up that axe and just carve out what you want this to look like and how you're willing to proceed, because all of the flashing lights on my table is saying, like, hang on, don't do this. If you do this, you'll find it's a mistake. So we're at the moment in time where you can take that axe to what you don't know and figure everything out before you choose one way or another. And in regards to the move, I like the idea of a move for you, but just be, like, ruthlessly discerning with where you choose to go, what lease you signed, what things you agree to. Don't just take the path forward and settle for, I don't really know, but I know I want this portion of it. Like, want the whole thing before you move forward, because this is a very big decision for you. And I would absolutely hate to see you in a situation where you're stuck, you know, where we're stuck in this situation where it's like, well, now what do I do? Like, I'm miserable. I'm worse off than I was before. I don't want to see any of that for you. And in fact, I'm not seeing that as a given by any means. So that is really what I have for you here, my dear. I hope that this can be helpful for you to get everything that you need. I think this is one of the strongest cards here with get the full picture, a view from above, and that axe, devil, and wall. Like, be ruthless, be an advocate for your own happiness and your own future. And I really wish you well, my darling. Thank you so much for your question and your donation. She says, him finding out about my mistake put me 10 steps backwards. I haven't even had the time to process or heal. But I mean, you can't hang that over you forever. You know what I mean? Like, when you're saying you haven't had the time to process it and it's put you backwards, like, I'm not seeing, like, sure, it shook things up, but it hasn't debilitated things in any regard. The fact that I had these two cards here together, this walking away but holding on shortly thereafter, the thought crossed his mind that, you know, this mistake that you made, I'm having none of it. But I see that he switched his mind. Up till this point, he's already changed his mind on that. So I'm going to love you and leave you, my darling. Thank you again. And I'm going to pass you on over to Journey.
All right. So I'm kind of feeling like I am been having to like throw the hammer down here. These last two major readings that we've had, and you know, ladies have amazing, beautiful information, and yeah, they're both right. You don't have all the information, and it is a one-sided move. But I have to say this, because your guides are telling me she's not been listening to herself. So they're coming to me to tell you that you have not been listening to yourself. You have been putting the blame on yourself. So you made a mistake. But what led to that mistake? Because that mistake was not, and she said, thank you, Cassidy. But the thing is that the mistake was not just made for the simple fact that you wanted to go out and make this mistake. No, you did not. That was not something you did. This was long going. Here's another move. She goes, no, it hasn't. Just need to forgive myself. Forgiving yourself is one of the harder things to do, but you're capable of doing it because it can become one of the easiest things to do. Don't hold that over your head. The thing is, too, is that the universe is providing you this opportunity again. Before you came to Florida, what was the plan? I need you to reflect on that. Before you moved to Florida, as she said, throw it, laugh out loud. This is a relationship that seems more along the lines of you guys love each other, and there's no doubt about it. Can you make it work? You can, but to what extent do you have to go in order to make this relationship work? He loves you, you love him. That's beautiful, and you could have some great friendships. Now, I'm going to use the word friendship because this doesn't feel like a romantic connection. She says, I haven't. It's almost like I don't know how to listen anymore. Listen to your guides. They are trying to show you your opportunity has opened up again. That's what Florida was supposed to be about. And then that changed. It's funny because Cassidy's reading showed that same change all over again. What does that mean? That means you guys are repeating that pattern again. What do we need to look at here so we don't repeat what you went through in Florida? Florida was about struggle. Florida's about where you found you making your mistake. Was it a mistake? Was it a mistake? Or was it originally the plan of what you were going to do in the first place when you were going to Florida? Florida was not a plan with him in it. Florida was a plan that he was added to when it came down to it, because at the end, when you were getting ready to separate, it was harder to do it. You guys don't want to lose each other. Because we were supposed to come separate, to be honest. Exactly. You guys were not supposed to be together. But because you guys have that love for each other, you think that you're supposed to fight all these odds and do all these things, but you guys are on two different types of levels. There's been a lot of years shared that were good, but there's been a lot of years shared that haven't been the best. And there's certain mindsets, and it's not that you haven't tried to overcome these things. Counseling was one of those things to help get you to that next level. As Cassidy and Squirrel have both said, they don't see North Carolina as your best bet. Cassidy's not seeing, like she was talking about, not contracts, but lease. Don't break your lease. You need to know more information. You really don't. I don't feel like this is the best move for you right now. And maybe that separation in time of him being in one place and you being in another can really give you guys that chance of understanding. It doesn't mean that you guys can't still be friends and that you guys can't talk every day and the possibility of you going there. But get all your information. Get an understanding of what the truth is, because you're not being told. You're getting a fluff truth. Your truth is being fluffed to you. It's going to be great. I can't wait for you not to have any friends, not know anybody here. Halftime, we're going to have power. We're going to live in a tent. No. Do you know how long it takes to build a house? It's not in the time frame they're coming at. You don't need to live in a barn. You don't need to live in a tent. You don't need to put yourself through all this. Stay put. It may not be the situation you have imagined. It may not be the situation that you felt. It may not be what you thought it was going, what you think things are going to be right now. But you're afraid of change at the moment. And that change between the two of you is the fear that you're fearing, not North Carolina. She goes, yes, I've been seeing a lot of repeating patterns lately. Right. Fire hot. Ow. Fire hot. Ow. Fire hot. Ow. How many times are you going to say the fire's hot? She goes, I can't stand Florida, but that's not a reason for you to go with him. That's not a reason for you to move to North Carolina. Pull back and make a decision that's something different for you, something that stands up for you. I'm going to say this. It's not your time to leave Florida yet. That doesn't mean you won't leave Florida. It's just not time for you yet. You need something that is more stable. This fluff fairy tale story, I just ripped a Band-Aid off. Cassidy ripped the other Band-Aid off. Squirrel ripped the other Band-Aid off. And what we just saw was a big gashing wound. And if you're not careful, it's going to bleed out. And it doesn't look like that relationship would take it. But the only person that would find their stability in this situation is the other person. In this case, that would be Jordan. It wouldn't be you. And what does that do to you? I need you to realize something about yourself, that you are stronger than you ever see yourself being. And you need to take that strength and put it to good use. I know you're tired and you've been fighting this big fight and this big battle. Well, you're at that part where it's like, finish him. Don't let that monster finish you. And I can't say the monster's him. She goes, I'm renting a room from a friend right now so I can save money. Beautiful. Stay there until you can find what you're looking for. I'm telling you right now, you're going to have the opportunity to move, but it's not going to be in the direction you think you're going to move in. And it definitely is away from the place that you don't like. But right now, I need you to save yourself by saving some money to get yourself out of this situation. But there's nothing wrong with you guys being friends. But as for a deeper relationship, there's some serious work that needs to be done. And I think that if you guys are going to communicate, it needs to be on both. It needs to be on both of you, not one of you. She says, I'm used to moving and not knowing anyone. Yeah, but here's the thing about that part of where you're going. You're going in the middle of nowhere. The middle of nowhere. That's not where you need to be. That's not where you need to be. You don't need to be in that situation. You don't need to put yourself in that. If you guys are going to move somewhere, you guys need to move to a place that you both came together with, not following his family. Everything is following him. She goes, laugh my ass off. She goes, I just feel like my soul is tired anymore. Right, because you keep fighting the same battle. Ow, the fire's hot. Ow, the fire's hot. Your hands, the meat from your hand is falling off from how many times you're touching that burning flame. This is a friendship that you guys can have, and that's what I see this is. But I don't see this as a long-lasting relationship, because sooner or later, this pattern's going to do it again. You're going to have this moment of separation. You're going to want to move. All of this is going to happen. It's going to repeat again. And even before Florida, where you were having these feelings. There's the reason why you wanted to leave in the first place. And then you did, but he came with, and you guys tried it again. And then you tried it again. And then you separated. It's constant, ongoing. I'm not saying you guys can't be the best of friends, because you guys have that friendship. But as a lover, in the sense of a partner, long-term, I am not seeing that. But a best friend, absolutely. A lover, he doesn't hold the qualities you want. You're wanting something that you can't get. You cannot squeeze blood out of a turnip. You can't, unless you cut yourself with a knife and didn't realize it. But I'm saying, don't do this to yourself, because you're not losing him in the sense that he'll never be in your life. You're adjusting to change, and Taurus has a problem with change. They don't like it. They like things to be the same. So if you stay, you find yourself in the same misery. You find yourself in the same misery. But next time, when you go through this change, just like I said, every time we repeat the pattern, it gets harder. You think it hurts now? You think you're right now? Wait until we get to that next time this reoccurs. It's going to be even harder. You're going to break down further. I don't want to see that for you. The girls see the same relationship I do, which is more of a friendly relationship than it is a romantic one. You could work on it. There's counseling, but I feel like this is a pattern that's going to repeat itself. It's a pattern that repeats itself. And I don't say this because I want to see you walk away from someone you care about, because I'm not telling you to walk away from them. I'm just saying that the romantic interest in each other. She says, I don't have a Facebook anymore, by the way. Oh, love. I want you to realize that things need to change for you. They're changing for him already. His life's already going to start to better, because he's going to a place he wants to go. You're looking at this going, I don't know how to play the banjo. Like, I don't know how to Little House on the Prairie. Like, you are not in that. That's not your scene. I'm not saying you can't be a country girl at heart, because everybody's got a little country in them. We all know how to do a little something. But in this scenario, you have someone else to look after. It's not just you. You got your boy. She says it's like beating a dead horse. It's not going nowhere. You got it. Woo! Okay. Take that literally and run with it. Because that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not that you can't have a friendship with him. I know you always have a friendship with him. And you'll always have that person that will talk to you. But as a lover, he's not there. And neither are you. After mistakes, he said he was going to do the friend thing, but we both wanted more. That is, I'm lonely. I don't feel like I can find anybody else, so let's try it again. No. The answer is no. I'm going to tell you, friendships are great, and this is what that is. You guys took it to a different place, but I don't see this as... This is my energy for my reading. This is not a relationship. This is a friendship with benefits. That's it. It's not that you don't love each other. It's just a different type of love. Okay? Honey, I know it's hard. Contact me. You know how. Contact me. You know how. We will work on this together. We will work on this together. This was a hard decision for you. It's been one for a while. She goes, I can't do this again. I'm too tired. I need to get it right. Right. And going with him is not saying don't ruin this friendship, because it's not a friendship that needs to be ruined.
Right.
It's just something you have heart for each other, but it's not, you guys are not on that same level. You just love each other way too much. And it shows. Like, everything that I was picking up it shows love. It shows caring. It's like you guys are family, but we don't sleep with our family members. We just don't. We just don't. Squirrel, you're muted, but I know you're laughing your ass off.
So we don't sleep with our family members. I was like, now you tell me, but I was kidding.
And she put laugh my ass off. Girl, I got you. Contact me. Contact me. You know my email. You ain't got Facebook. You know my email though. You got you got all the links are there. Go. You got them. You know how to get me. All right. So I got you a card. It's the wheel. It says, it's a time for positive change. The situation suddenly moves forward and fortune is on your side. This is the part you're not seeing yet because you're still living on the past. You're still living in the past. You're still seeing the person that you once met, not the person you're seeing today, who is not the same. He has grown and you have grown. Mm-hmm. Guys, I need everybody to be patient as we're going through these readings. I'm seeing a lot of, are we doing free? Yes, we do paid and free readings here, guys, but please be patient, okay? We're going to try to get to as many people as possible. All right, guys? So, Raven, I need you to think about you for a change. She says, I just love you. I love you too, but I need you to think about you for something that you don't do. You think about everyone else above yourself. You can't help nobody else until you love yourself.
It's very true.
Okay.
That wheel is a beautiful card to come up there as well, because I often, like, you can see that card taking two facets of itself. It's either moving on to something else and taking a new cycle, or it's like stuck in the same pattern.
Exactly.
It depends if it's rotating on its axle or its axis, or it's actually moving the car forward. So it's a very dynamic card in that sense. I thought beautiful.
Raven says, I couldn't tell the difference between the friend thing and our relationship. Right. Meaning it was more of the friend thing than a relationship. Not that you didn't have the passion up front, because it was there. But that passion has moved to the side. Mm-hmm. And things have happened in between that have made it a rough road. So I don't want you to blame yourself, because actions caused by your partner at the time can lead us to do things that we didn't think we'd ever find ourselves doing. Yeah. It happens. It definitely happens. So, all right, guys, we are going to be doing another yes-no round. So, guys, get ready for that. But we are going to take the next person in line. Do we have their question? Did we get their question? Okay, so I saw somebody said they had. All right, give me a second, guys. All right. Catherine, go ahead and throw us your question. You are next in line. You are next in line. So we need a question for you. Sorry, guys. I'm running on the back end here, trying to do a million things real quick as I'm looking at 16 computer screens.
Wonderful job.
She said, laugh my ass off, I'm dead. Oh, speaking, Mom threw a joke out there. I didn't even know she put a joke out there, guys. Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
Okay. Mom's joke says, teacher, who discovered gravity? Johnny says, what do you think? The teacher says, I don't think, I know. Johnny says, I don't think you know either.
I don't think I know. That's awesome. Oh,
I don't think you know either. That's why you're asking.
That's a good one. That's cute.
that's very cute.
I was like, no, Mom posted one.
I just thought of another joke.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Do we have the question? That's more important.
We do.
I
All
can save
right,
my
let's
joke.
grab this question and go ahead and cue the music. All right, we got a 3-minute reading. Woo-hoo! Catherine says, hi, Ryan. Will I find a good place for my family? Having a hard time finding a place. I'm so nervous. Okay, so right off the bat, when it comes to finding a place for you and your family, I did feel that you were going to find a place, but it was going to take just a little bit more time. We're going to work on it through the month of May, but not without a helping hand. I am seeing a helping hand come through. So I do feel as though that you're going to get the help that you need in order to find this place. Not only is it a helping hand to find the place, but one to help you financially afford the place that you're looking for. So it, to me, shows me that you are in a place where things are going to be looking up. I feel like you are in a place where things are getting good. They're getting better. So not only is that the case, and I know that you're not talking about a job, but here's the thing when it comes to this place, because it's showing me right now that there's career opportunity that comes along to help securing the place and holding on to it. Because you need the financial backing to help you live here. And I see you getting it. So I know that's a little extra, but it does involve the house. So I needed to put that in there for you because I know that's another reason why you're nervous. There's that other part of your nervousness that says, I need more money. I need to be able to find this house. You find the house, you get the helping hand, you get to do the things that you need to do. This is a change that you've been looking for. And she put, oh, wow, maybe my job will find me a place. Yes, I think I'm going to be no, you're not going to be homeless. Nope. Nope. Absolutely not. You will have this working through this upcoming month. This is basically for us as the show. This is our last day of the month because we go into the next month because we got Saturday and Sunday, which is the last of the month. But Monday, we start the 1st of May. I really feel like that point, you're going to start finding the opportunities, the helping hands start coming through. You're not going to be without. And see, that's what your fear is. You're allowing your fear to overtake everything that you're doing and bog you down. You're going to have to push that fear to the side. Use that fear as a strength. Use that fear as a shield. Use that fear as I can do anything. Fear is driving me, but it's strengthening me. Because fear can be used for many good things too. A lot of people hear fear, they're like, oh no, bad things are coming. Fear has been an amazing driver to do so many positive things. It has been one of the most powerful tools in this world to make us do, because we could take that fear and use it positively, or we could take it to the dark side. And trust me, you don't want to be singing the Eddie and the Cruisers Take Me to the Dark Side song out in the street, because you're not doing that. You need to take that, run with it, find it, give it strength, give you that powers within you. Take that fear and make it a positive rather than a negative. All right. Good stuff, good stuff. And you have got the Ace of Fire.
Nice.
All right, guys, the Ace of Fire. Exciting new opportunities, career advancement, change in life now. And she put, thank you, Ryan. Girl, this is exactly what I was just talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. The new opportunity, the career advancement, which is going to help with the better career for you, to solidify the fact that you've got a new place that you got to pay for. This is changing your life now. This is everything I was just talking about. And she put, yes, yes. She said,
Yeah.
yes.
That's wonderful.
And Raven said, thank you all. Thank y'all so much. Was much needed. Absolutely, sweetheart. We love you. We care about you. Get in contact with me. We're gonna work on that one situation that you need, Raven. We're gonna do that, girl. You know how to get a hold of me on the website. We do it all the time. All right. What do you mean? Oh, I'm reading out loud. Never mind. Sorry. My bad. My bad. Looking at too many damn pages here. Like I said, working on many pages, many screens. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get those guys ready for yes no rounds. Because
Yeah.
Yes.
all right, guys, we're gonna do this right now with you guys. We're gonna ask you to ask yes no questions. This will be the end of our show. So for the next 3 minutes, we are going to do our yes no questions and go through that. And guys, and then we will see you again on Monday, starting with Journey Ryan Live at 10 p.m. with more readings. So you guys didn't get a chance to catch a reading tonight. You can also find us on all week long. We've got so many great shows. We got Squirrel on Wednesday nights at midnight. We've got Cassidy on at 11 on Thursdays. And we got Destiny K on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. And of course, we've got all the new readers from Tuesday to Thursday with the 10 o'clock time frame. So guys, make sure you guys are checking out all of those amazing new readers. They are getting excited and getting ready to take over on their own shows. So it's absolutely amazing. And we want to show them the same support and love you guys give us. So let's go ahead with those yes, no questions. Let's go ahead and get Squirrel up in the business. Are you up in the business? You ready?
Up in the business.
Up in the business? All right, here you go.
All right, we've got Audrey. Will Kaylee move into the new house temporarily? Yes.
All right, we have, will Kaylee move into, from Audrey, will Kaylee move into the small room without problems? Yes.
We got Audrey. This is the Audrey show. Will we find Kara a new car this month? No.
Audrey? Okay, Audrey's on it with the fast fingers. Will Kara graduate on time? Undetermined.
All right, Kelly, will my 12-foot around tree in my yard survive the storms this weekend? Yes.
We got Love. Do you see pink around my sister? Yes.
Audrey, will Kara find a job this month? Yes.
Pascal, would the place I'm going to visit tomorrow could be a good place for me and have it? Would be a good place for you? Yes.
Love, is it correct? M6 FH is S. Undetermined because I have no idea what all that means.
Audrey, hi again. Will Kaylee find a job this month? I did do the yes, but let me say, I do have to add this. I'm already in May. So that's squirrel timing. I'm already in May. Okay.
Kelly says, I've been feeling better working on myself. Are my gifts getting stronger? Yes.
We got Destiny. It says, will I go to Denver in July? Yes, and there's so much more. Sorry.
Love asks, will I see H and P soon? Yes. Yes.
This is so fun, so hard, but so fun. Dara Illuminate, hi darling. She says, will my son Landon go to the school dance on May 13th? Yes.
Love says, will I meet H in the coming months? Yes.
And we have Kelly. Will Rain get many scholarships? Yes.
Audrey, will Anthony take Jasper the cat back? Undetermined. Oh, this is so hard, but so fun, but so hard.
I was like, and then Love put, oh my God. She said, sorry, I misspelled, laughed my ass off.
She busted me too. She said, there is more squirrel. Saw it on your face. She busted.
Exactly. It's so hard to do those yes nos, but they do give you an idea, because remember, with all readings, guys, we put forth energy. We put forth the way we see the energy arriving today can change by tomorrow due to action. And if there are two people at play, you need to realize, how did you handle the other person's energy? How was that other person's energy? Did they do something to change things? Did you do something to change things? How did you react to that? How did they react to you? There are a lot of things that can change. That's why readings are about giving you an idea of what's to happen, because you can turn a yes into a no and a no into a yes. So that's what I like to let people know, because people don't realize that their actions can change their readings. And Destiny says, I love this game, but it's so hard. Laugh out loud. It is. And what an awesome show tonight. Such deep messages. We worked hard for you guys. And Catherine, if you guys would like to get a reading with us privately, all of us here are on mypsychicconnection.com. You guys can sign up. You'll get 3 free minutes to start off. And that way you guys can communicate with any of us, not just with myself, but these beautiful ladies and other psychics that haven't been here on the show just yet. So guys, make sure you guys are checking out mypsychicconnection.com. It's always fun, guys. It's always fun. We love Fridays. And after we get into June, we got VIP shows, and we're going to tell you guys all about that coming starting Monday. We'll start talking about those and how those work and how you guys are going to be able to be a part of those. But guys, we have come to the close of our show tonight. So I want to say thank you all for being here. We're going to go ahead and go around and have everybody say their goodnight messages. So here we go.
You guys, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. I always have a good time whenever I'm on any of these shows with My Psychic Connection, mine or the Friday show. Thank you for being here, because you're the ones who make it worth happening. So I love you. Mwah, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Yes, everyone, thanks so much for being here tonight. It is always a blast. Thank you, Journey, for having me here on the Friday night show. It is always so much fun. It is so hard doing those yes, no's. It is so hard reading after squirrel, but I just love every single minute of it. It is so much fun. And thanks, everybody, for spending your time with us tonight. And I hope everyone had, some drinks, some laughs, and a really good time. Oh, I had a joke. Okay, wait. I'm going to use this moment. I had this silly little joke. Okay, so a duck walks into a bar. And he says to the bartender, do you have any bananas? And the bartender says, no, I don't. So the duck leaves the bar. And he comes back the next day and he says, do you have any bananas? And the bartender says, no, I don't. I told you that yesterday. And he leaves. And the duck does this for a couple of days. And the bartender's starting to get a little bit ticked off. So finally the duck comes in and says, do you have any bananas? And the bartender says, if you come in here one more time, I'm going to nail your feet to the floor. And the duck gets all scared and he putters away. A couple of days go by and the duck doesn't come back. And finally, the duck wanders back in. And the bartender looks up at him and the duck says, do you have any nails? And the bartender goes, no. He says, do you have any bananas? Yes. Thanks, everyone, for spending your time with us today. This was so much fun. And my show, the Cassidy the Cardslinger Show, you can find me on Thursday nights at 11 o'clock Eastern. And Squirrel is also at 12 o'clock on midnight on Wednesday night, Thursday morning. So be sure to check us out as well. And wishing everyone a most wonderful weekend. We'll catch you next time.
What a great joke. And because you did that joke, you inspired me with a joke about the bar as well. So I'm going to have to tell a joke as well. And I'm sure after I'm done, Squirrel's going to want to tell a joke as well. So that's beautiful, because we want to love and have laughter before we leave here, because we had some serious readings tonight. And so a man walks into a bar. He sits down at the bar. Bartender says, what will you have? He says, whiskey on the rocks. he says, give me 2. He's like, whoa, you must have had a really hard day. He says, no, the other one's for my friend. He says, what friend? And then all of a sudden he takes out of his pocket this little tiny piano. And then he takes up this little man and sits him down. The man was only about 12 inches tall. He's like, holy cow, that's so cool. Oh my God, let me get your drinks. The little man's playing the piano. So he brings them both the drinks. He's like, man, where do you get a little man that plays the piano? This is so awesome. He goes, oh, you didn't know? There's a genie in the alley. The bartender's like, really? He's like, yeah, he's out there now. He says, yeah, absolutely. So he's like, can you watch the bar? And he's like, absolutely. So he runs out to the alley and he's like, genie, are you here? And poof, here comes the genie. The genie's like, I am the genie and I will grant you one wish. He goes, okay. And he thinks real hard. He goes, I wish I had $1 million. And all of a sudden, poof, he was surrounded by $1 million ducks. And there was no genie afterwards. The genie had disappeared. Pissed off and disappointed, he walks back into the bar and he says, that genie sucks. He goes, oh, I know. He goes, do you really think I asked for a 12-inch pianist?
Oh, no way. No way. Oh. Oh.
And ba-dum-bum. Yeah.
Oh God!
Definitely not where you guys thought that was going, did you?
I'm saving that one.
Yes.
So I do have a bar joke. I do.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite jokes. This bear walks into a bar and orders a beer. Bartender turns around to get him the beer, and this woman comes running up screaming, "We don't serve bears in this bar! Get out! Get out! Get out!" And the bear's like, "Lady, I had a really hard day. I don't care. I don't care. Get out." So the bear goes out really, 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 really upset. Next day, he comes to the bar and orders a beer. And this woman she's screaming at him, beating about the shoulder. The bear had the worst day, even worse than yesterday. And he turns around, loses his temper, and eats her, right? Then he breathes, he turns around, and he looks at the bartender and says, "I'll have that beer now." Bartender shakes his head. He said, "I'm sorry, man, but we do not serve bears on drugs." Bear says, "I'm not on drugs. I just had a hard day. I just want to drink." And bartender says, "Oh, you're on drugs? All right. That was the barbiturate."
Oh, no.
That was good.
Oh, these are so cute. Oh.
Destiny says these jokes tonight are hilarious. We got lots of laughter here. So much fun, guys. This has been a blast. Guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. Guys, don't forget to check out our shows throughout the week. And guys, we will see you again starting on Monday. If you guys are missing us, don't forget to check out our YouTube channel. That way you guys can see the transits in you, tarot card of the day, and the angel numbers, guys. I wanted to say something for Cassidy, but we don't have it yet. We're getting it. It's brewing. It's brewing, guys. Yeah. All right, guys. We love you. Have a great night. Have a great weekend, guys. Remember, turn those frowns upside down. Put that negative energy into positive energy. Let's do it. Let's do something that makes us feel good about ourselves and which will help change the energies around us. Have a beautiful night. This is everyone here at My Psychic Connection saying good night, and we'll see you again on Monday.